Pam 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 chan chan chomp. Chupa chan chom chom. Chupa chan pam pam. Cut chow chow chow. Pam 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 me pam. Me pam me pam. Alright, okay. Where am I? I'm missing. I'm gone. Oh no. Where was I? Here I am. Hi. Alright. So, konbanwa. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Good evening, apricots. My name is Anzu, and I'm an apricot that delivers packages from me to you. Alright. Hello, TPG, Zudi, and Sonaku. Hello, hello. Haro, haro. Hi. Ohayou gozaimasu. Aw, thank you for giving me bear hugs before you pass out. Be careful of those pesky bear traps. Who knows? Maybe they're at the bed? Who knows? Oh no. That would be hontoni yabei. How have I been? I'm existing. Haha. Yes, I existing. Today, yes, cozy day, ne? It's raining outside. But not as strong as the past 2 days, so my internet's better right now. For those who are following me over in Twitch or have tried to go and watch me there during this week, I'm so sorry that the stream just got cancelled twice. The weather is already rainy season in the Philippines, and I swear to the heavens, it affects the internet. So the internet was a little bad for the past few days. The rain's not as strong now, so internet is okie dokie. Yeah. Only bear trap I see is the bed itself. It won't let you go. I understand. Whenever I have to teach in the morning, I just want to stay in the trap, you know? I don't want to get out of here. My dream is to one day be able to stream from the bed. That would be so cool. Yeah. Alright. So we were in the middle of the trial of Gina Lestrade, and we were talking with the Skokin brothers, Nashi and Ringo. Just do a sleeping stream? In Twitch it's not really allowed, right? But here in YouTube, can I? Is it doable here? Would you like to sleep with me, Mina-chan? Like in the bed or something, you know, not the other meaning of that expression. Okay, let's continue. Okay, continue. Yes. Oh my. Not oh my. No. Don't say oh my. I didn't mean it the other way. I'm not lewd. No, that's not me. Not me. Inviting everyone into bed with you. I didn't mean it that way. No. Baka! Hontoni baka zero. Okay. Now I'm gonna lie down, lie my back on this beautiful dakimakura. Okay, donk. Okay, so we're trying to change the juror's mind. Yeah. Once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. Different breed to us law-abiding citizens. Oh no. As only 2 bullets were found at the scene, I would say the whole case is done and dusted. You're gonna steal my daki? No! Get your own. It's on my Ko-Fi for free. No one's gonna get mine. This is mine. Isn't that right, Onya-san? This is mine. Get your own. You don't need a stereoscope to see the truth here. Every which way you look at it, it was that pickpocket. Oh, thank you for adding my Ko-Fi. Hi. So, the Dakimakura is there and it's for free. It's up to you if you like to pay for it, but it's for free now. After 2 years, it has become free. If I can't steal it, I steal you. You'll be my hug pillow. Me? But the Sunako, that's load. That's load. That's hugging is like holding hands. That's load. Paka! Paka, paka, paka! Paka! I never imagined that simple operation would cause me such grief. The accused attempted a theft on the previous day. I can see I'm in for a busy day ahead. I am ballistic expert. I don't know how to do the accent for this one. Oh no. I am ballistic expert. I have seen many shootings. There is nothing I do not know about guns. About bang bang. Bang bang.
It would seem there is little remaining room for doubt.
Have to admit, I was rather bowled over by the argument put forward by the chap in black. Am I Men in Black? We're alien. But when that fell apart like a house of cards, I saw that I jolly well been hoodwinked. Whoa, that's a term I haven't seen in forever. Hoodwink. Wow. Hugging is hugging. Holding hands is the lewdest. It doesn't compare. No. Hugging is after holding hands, so it's just as lewd. Paka, paka, paka.
Well, no more.
The whole courtroom is turning against me. It's not fair. Iris? That prosecutor's being mean. Just because Ginny done some things she shouldn't have done in the past, that doesn't make her a murderer. Mr. Goodwine.
Allow me to savor this fruity vintage while I savor the spectacle of your fruitless debate on the matter.
Mr. Vampire.
Here's to the truth coming out eventually. That's enough preamble. Counsel, proceed with the submission examination.
Kapow! Kachow! My face.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord. Can't we just threaten them with the sword? The defense rebuttal. I'm gonna press every single one of you with my sword.
Mata!
Just because Miss Lestrade has a history of pickpocketing, she must be guilty of murder. Is that what you're saying? Well. Are all members of the British Army so quick to judge?
I beg your pardon. Are you mocking Her Majesty's Armed Forces, the greatest military organization in the world?
No, I'm simply illustrating my point. Making assumptions about people because they're a soldier or a pickpocket is wrong and dangerous.
Well, yes, might have a point there, I suppose. But let's not forget the girl had already shown she had it in her from before. She's clearly a criminal sort through and through. Can't deny it.
When you say that she'd shown she had it in her, are you referring to this?
Exactly. Tried to swipe that only a day earlier, Or am I mistaken?
とにかく I 買った But I hug everybody all the time, but only handheld the ones I've been romantic with. Oh, so Sunako is a serial heart hunter. Wow. You know what's not lewd? Punching people in the face. If you have a crush, when you have a crush, you give them the most awkward gift that you can at that moment. Oh, hello! It's Muto and Wolf of the Cosmic. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. We are attorneying. Yes. We're defending. Yes. How are you guys? Hope you've been well. Not exactly. Given that I was actually there at the time, it's hard to refute that. I've never actually seen the real thing. I can't wait to have a closer look at it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh my god, Sherlock Sholmes.
Herlock Sholmes. Mr. Sholmes did use his caramel bars to make a copy of the disc, didn't he? And then ordered every type of music box he could find from across Europe.
We still don't know what tune it plays though, do we? But I love to see how the original compares to Hurley's copy.
Macleod's disc. You know, I have a feeling maybe this is going to come out as a, what you call that? A recorded testament, you know? Maybe it's a recording of what Mr. Macleod said back then or so. Because if it's just music, I feel like, why would the music be extremely important, right? So, I'm guessing this is old school recording, ne? Could it be a clue somehow? Perhaps we should examine it in more detail.
In more detail? We don't... Oh wait, we do have...
Well, there is blood. Eh? Did we ever get to look at this part?
For Mr. Macleod. For Mr. Macleod. That's the man you defended in court a couple of months ago, isn't it, Runo?
Yes, or rather mistakenly defended.
I wonder what his name is doing on the back of this disc.
That's a question I'd love to know the answer to myself. It's only bumps on the disc, only if it is a...
Oh, yeah, you're right. So that's what's bothering me.
Why are they spikes, right? Music boxes don't have spikes. They have like an indent or not really spikes, but rather like something, how do you call that? Not sharp, you know, something just to hit the metal part that would make the sound. So maybe this is not a music disc? Maybe? Definitely if you slap someone with this one, they're gonna have holes to remember, yo.
Oh, Bruno, look! This is blood!
Oh yes, you're right. Just a small smear, but definitely blood. Actually, I feel as though I might have noticed that before. Wait, if you have a lot of holes if you get slapped by this one on the face, isn't it the fear of holes thingy? Trypophobia, is it?
Oh, emotional damage.
No problem, Sunaku.
Have a good passing out, ne? Hopefully you will awaken still. Rest well, pass out well.
Is that a thing?
Good night.
Oyasumi nasai, Sunaku.
Mama.
No, that sounded horrible. Let me revise that.
Leona-san, give me your voice.
Oyasumi nasai, Sunaku. Sweet dreams
Are made of these.
Who am I to disagree?
Can we have an uwu?
Yeah, sure.
Channel my inner chibi Anzu. Uwu? Haha. Uwu? 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 Ow! 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 Haha! Then it's my time to shine again. I thought I'd be waiting forever.
That voice is going to wake you up and not send you to bed?
Eh? Why? Why? Trypophobia. You have that TPG. Oh no.
I have a question. A legit curiosity, like a serious question. Is it like, like the holes in waffles, does it trigger the trypophobia? Well, I mean, it could be subjective, but would that trigger trypophobia? Because it has like several indents, right? That are like holes? Or is there like a specific kind of situation of holes that you must have? It's a serious question. I'm just really interested to know. Or like wafers, because they have a lot of indents that look like, you know, holes on them. Does it like trigger?
Alright, hold still with that disc, Bruno.
Can we get this done quickly, Iris?
In a flash. Ka-chow.
I wonder whose blood would it be?
Green? Oh, a lovely bright shade again.
Wait, that color.
What is it?
It's just that green. It's not the first time we've seen that color, is it? It's the same one at the calendar, isn't it? Yeah, it's the one in the calendar. Then who's the green blood from? It's the same. Oh boy, we're gonna find this out. We're gonna get him, aren't we, friends? Oh wait, no. Go back, I haven't pressed her.
Ka-chow. Mata.
It's the number of bullets that has you convinced? Only 2 bullets were fired, and the 2 guns that fired them have been examined by the police. When the parlor maid asks me how many are invited for dinner, I always tell her to count the table settings. Well, that's logical, I suppose. Although... yeah? Sometimes after dining, crockery does go missing. 1 or 2 guests rather like the fine china. Does your employer dine with thieves? So I suppose. If there was another bullet somewhere of which we were unaware, I'd have to reconsider my position. A 3rd bullet somewhere on the scene? Could that be possible?
Ito. Here you are, in the calendar.
Okay.
Ito. I can prove it.
Some people might. I feel grossed out or sick when I see plants or animals with several holes and dents.
Okay. Naruhodo. Thank you for your input, ne? I am a step closer to enlightenment. Hi.
No, but seriously though, like I was curious about it. I guess it varies in degree for each person, huh?
I don't suppose this would pass as the 3rd bullet?
It passes for a bullet as much as you pass for a lawyer, my learned friend. Coming from you, I'm going to take that as meaning that much.
Wait, I'm wrong?
In no way does it resemble a bullet if that helps your understanding of my last remark.
Oh no, not my badge.
Counsel, at the very least, I would expect the evidence you present to be of the correct form.
But...
Are you all blind? There's a bullet right on the calendar.
What? It's been a long day. Let's actually try to find this 3rd bullet before we attempt that again, Runo. There's a bullet? Yeah, MB, there's a bullet between your legs. It came from the shotgun from above. Looks like it missed by an inch. Pam, pam, pam. And even though the shotgun, is a spray, it's a spray, right? It all missed. Pam, pam, pam. Oh, is that so, Zudi? Ah, so.
So, if I've understood correctly, you need two pictures, a left eye one and a slightly different right eye one.
Exactly. Then you can see the scene in 3 dimensions like this.
So, if we have two bullets, I don't suppose you can see anything useful with them?
I think you'll find that no matter how much you squint, the truth of the situation always looks the same here. The only person who could have shot the victim is that girl in the dock.
How can you be so sure of that?
Think about it. The Skulkin brothers shot the great detective, didn't they?
Yeah, that's been mentioned once or twice.
Well then, surely it's coming into focus now, isn't it?
This is a waste of time. I'm not going to change this man's mind anytime soon.
Ah, so not him. Let's try older man.
Would you please stop muttering about that, about things that have nothing to do with this trial, sir? The defendant's life is on the line here.
Well, the thing is, I couldn't really say that it is nothing to do with this trial, to be honest.
Huh?
I mean, there's no question that the man was shot, but the bullet had simply vanished from his stomach. It's quite inexplicable, don't you think? Nani?
I almost don't want to ask, but this surgery you've been muttering about all this time, you were operating on...
What was that fellow's name now? Herlitz? No, Herlock? No, Herlock?
Herlock Sholmes, by any chance?
Ah, yes, good lord! It was the Herlock fellow!
What? You're the surgeon that opened on Mr. Sholmes? Operated on Mr. Sholmes?
That's right. Using the very latest anesthesia techniques, I might add. It was a fairly major op, I can tell you.
This is crazy.
Let me see. The fellow was brought in not long after midnight, if I remember correctly. They said he'd been shot by some criminal or other, so I opened him up like a shot.
Hello, Trid. Welcome back.
But the funny thing is, I went over his insides with a fine-tooth comb and couldn't find the bullet anywhere. So I'm afraid I had to throw up my hands and just stitch the fellow back up.
Wait, then is the bullet on the calendar the one that went through Mr. Sholmes? Whenever he was shot in the stomach, I feel like the angle would be weird.
Hello, Ted. Good boy.
Why are we using a comb inside a person? Good question. You may ask the surgeon, not me. I hate to state the obvious, but
Yes?
surely that's because the bullet is still at the scene of the shooting. The counsel for the defense is correct. As is clearly shown in the photographic print. Holy smokes, it really is the one on the calendar. The bullet that the Skulkin brothers fired at Mr. Sholmes hit him in the stomach region, then exited his body and lodged into the shop wall where the calendar was hanging by the door.
But the angle is too high. That's weird.
The bullet would have been downward instead, or straight up. Sholmes is not like 7-8 feet tall, right? That's weird. Yeah, he's somewhat tall, but this thing was on the upper part of a wall. That's way too tall. Or am I just too short to imagine? I think you'll find it's really quite simple if you just consider the problem three-dimensionally.
Huh? Who do you think I am, son?
Well, your number 4 is about the best I can do.
As soon as I saw the wound to the man's stomach, I flipped him over.
Like a pancake? Are you saying that you checked his back?
Of course I did. And there wasn't a trace of injury. No sign that the bullet had left the body at all.
There's no exit wound. Eh? Wait, so you left the bullet inside of him? Huh? None eh? Okay, now I'm confused. Shooter was crouching in the shadows? Based on the animated opening scene, Sholmes was standing and he held his... Or he was on the floor, he was holding his side. So it hit him on the side. So if crouching, perhaps... But to get that angle, you would have to be a bit close to him, right? Oh, my brain is not working. Nani kore? But now that we know there's no exit wound, the bullet that hit Mr. Sholmes must still be inside of him. Then, what's the bullet on the calendar? That means that blood is not his, right? If it never left his body? What?
That's the point! The only logical conclusion was that the bullet was still somewhere in the man's innards. Which is exactly why I set about slicing him up. And I'm still none the wiser even now. How many times do I have to say it? Can somebody please explain how it happened? Can somebody please solve the mystery?
It's almost as much of a mystery as how this jury was put together. Where's an expert when you need one? That's a good question. Okay, we might be able to pit this person against the maid, right? Because the maid's the one emphasizing the number of bullets. I'll keep that in mind. I'm watching you, Santa Claus surgeon. The cogs in my head are turning. I can hear them. How did you know I'm an android? You need to be eliminated, TPG. I'm sorry it had to come to this. Goodbye. Time to get the gun. Bye. Just joking, I'm not an android. I'm not, I swear. The accused attempted a theft on the previous day. I can see I'm in for a busy day ahead. Mata! What do you mean you're in for a busy day? Forgot to say stop. Do excuse me, stop. I am a communications officer. Stop. A communications officer? Does that have something to do with sending telegrams? Oh, see? So Zuri is a bot. The bullet hit the side of the stomach. Entry and exit injury is the same mess? Well, according to the doctor, the way he described it, it went through inside. So it's not simply like it would graze or something like that, right? Especially since it's looking for an exit wound. And even if it just grazed him, it should have left some sort of trail, you know? Everything from personal messages written by members of the public to the latest news in the capital. I'll convert all the messages into Morse code and type it out to the entire world electronically. To the entire world? Thousands of miles of cable under the sea. Stop. Worldwide communication network. Stop. We all knew my death would come from an apricot. Was only a matter of time. Eto.
Would you like to go out with stab stab, pew pew, or torture? Hi.
Wait, let me give you my best smile.
That's right, that's right.
Naruho, don't at all then. Yes. She was getting equally worked up about radio waves or the like before, wasn't she? I specialize in communicating information from government departments and newspaper offices. I see. I'm sure I shall have to wire the newspaper reports of today's guilty verdict later. So no sleep for me tonight, I imagine. Let's just finish the trial first, shall we?
I am ballistic expert. I have seen many shootings. There is nothing I do not know about guns.
I'm so sorry, I can't do this Russian accent. I'm butchering it. I thought you were just a tourist. I swear, he's the dude on the newspaper.
Good day. I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take the bus to Crystal Tower, please.
There's no way he's just visiting tourist. So you're a ballistics expert. Who knew?
I have much experience with guns. I have lived through many, how do you say, extreme, violent bath of, blood of, extreme violent bloodbaths, perhaps? Those extreme violent bloodbaths.
I want to go out while choking on an apricot.
How could you, TPG? How dare you? You cannot eat an apricot. That's a felony. No. That's bad. Bad TPG, bad TPG. English is very difficult tongue.
Considering the sort of people you associate with, I'm surprised you still have a tongue.
Anyway, if you have questions about bullets and guns, you ask me. There is nothing I do not know. No mystery I cannot solve.
He's very confident in his knowledge of guns, that's for sure.
But if possible, please only in Russian language. He's not very confident in his knowledge of English though, is he?
No, still, we should bear it in mind. He's our man if there's a mystery about guns over bullets. Maybe he'll choke on himself, Zudi. Oh no! Don't choke on yourselves, guys. I don't know how, but be careful. Be careful out there. It's a wild, wild world. Van Zieks has managed to convince everyone.
When you have eliminated the impossible, he said. But he hasn't.
If we're going to fight back, we need more material. And we have to fight back. We have to turn this trial around again.
Round and round.
Do we pin the doctor and the Russian dude? Because he's the one looking for an expert, so it has to be, right? Russian man, where are you? Russ man. Peter.
IGIARI.
Oh no, it's wrong, isn't it? Uh-oh. Those two statements clearly contradict the idea that all I do is pit jurors against each other.
Oh, a ballistic expert.
Oh wait, no, it's right? Oh, yes. Oh yeah.
Beating. P-I-T-T.
On the night in question, Mr. Sholmes was shot by one of the Skulkin brothers. But since there was no sign of an exit wound on his back, we must assume the bullet didn't pass through him. However, no bullet was found lodged in Mr. Sholmes' body either. Furthermore, a bullet was found lodged in the wall of the shop where Mr. Sholmes was shot.
Alright. That's what you were planning? Nani, Zubi?
Juror number 6.
Hello, my name is Villain. Pleased to meet you.
Is that a pun on the word villain?
Are you the bad guy?
This apparent contradiction in the facts that is so clearly troubling. Juror number 4. Are you able to explain the mystery?
He's channeling his inner chi. I have seen very similar situation in Motherland. Oh, it was night. There was blizzard. I was running away along a mountain road in freezing cold.
Golly!
The snow was piling high on both sides of the road. It was very narrow and dangerous. My pursuers had hunting rifles and they were on dog sleds. Mental note, don't ask too many questions. I was shot from behind and I fell down in snow. And this situation was very similar to what I hear today from doctor. They could not find bullet in my body. And no sign of, how do you say, exit wound.
Yeah, he just confirmed he's a revolutionary. So he is the guy in the newspaper. Then where did the bullet go?
Bullets never hit me.
Oh, well, if it never hit you, why did you fall down?
Bullet hit frozen wall of ice, very close to my side.
What?
One small piece, very sharp, broke away from lump of ice and pierced my body. It made deep wound that looks just like bullet wound.
Good gracious.
Of course, piece of ice quickly melted inside me. And that is solution to mystery of the disappearing bullet.
That all sounds so familiar. I think I've watched too much crime shows with stuff like that. Reminds me of one episode of Detective Conan. I haven't catched up with the series anymore. I mean, it's so long. I'm just tired of waiting of him getting his normal self back permanently. But anyway, I believe there was a case like a person was stabbed with a ice stake, like a stake made of ice, and it melted, so they couldn't find the weapon. Something like that. Ooh, there was something like that too in CSI. I don't know if anyone still knows that show. Crime Scene Investigation. That's one of my shows in the past. Inspired me to think about being a forensic scientist, but I did not want to take med school. It's too expensive and long, man.
But that doesn't answer the question at all.
Then maybe he wasn't shot. Maybe he was hit by something else. But then that's also kind of weird. What would hit him from the shot?
The shooting happened in the pawnbroker's shop, not some snowy mountain road in another country.
That's true. Just an idea, but we might not be looking at exactly the same scenario here.
Oh no. Oh, where exactly was Hurley shot again?
Well, according to the report, in his stomach. Sort of around this area, I think.
Well, That's precisely where he always wears a little pouch on his belt.
A pouch? Actually, I might have noticed something like that.
Yes, a pouch. It's where he keeps 3 glass vials of very dangerous chemicals that he uses in his investigations.
What? Really? Wait a minute. So, did he get stabbed by a bottle or something? Doctor, where is the pouch Mr. Sholmes was wearing?
Well, the fellow had nothing like that on his person when he arrived at the hospital, as far as I remember.
It's missing. If I may, Lord Van Zeeks? While I realize it is forbidden for the prosecution to interject during a summation examination, I should inform the defense that I have the pouch in question in the antechamber outside the courtroom.
Wait, you have it? How did you get it?
Sorry? As I understand it, when the police arrived on the scene and found Mr. Sholmes injured, they removed the pouch in order to assess the wound. Ah, okay, so he had it when he got there.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was getting forgetful for a moment.
Since then, it has been in my safekeeping along with all other evidence relating to the case. I can personally vouch for the fact that it has not been touched since the incident occurred.
Bring it in.
Very well. While extremely unconventional during a summation examination, I must demand the prosecution present the item in question with all speed.
Speed.
Bring forth Mr. Herlocksham's pouch. I see. So this is the pouch worn by Mr. Sholmes on the night in question, is it?
There's a broken vial.
Look at that. One of the files is...
Files? Oh no, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
is broken and the leather around it is scorched black. It's almost as if the file... I'm just gonna say vial. Vial exploded. Exploded? Yeah, maybe it's a V. Is that how you spell vials? Like old school? Hold on. Oh no, my brain has suddenly questioned itself. Feel. A file? Okay, I'm going to play the audio for the dictionary.
File.
It's file.
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 Oh, PH, so file. But it sounds so close to vial. I'll just say vial. Screw it. Screw you, English. Making life hard. So that night, the bullet from the Skulkin brothers' gun struck Mr. Sholmes' pouch.
And it was the glass vial exploding that caused the fellow's injury.
These bullets did not penetrate victim but was deflected into wall of show. Wait, so that's still his blood? Wait, so that means if that's still his blood, that's a lot though for it to be deflected only?
I'm pressing X to doubt.
A delightfully complex aroma. They're interchangeable?
Okay.
Well, it would appear one mystery has been solved at least. Though it has no bearing on the truth of this case. The bungling and burgling brothers shot the detective and the accused shot the pawnbroker. The pertinent facts of the case remain unaltered.
But at least the mystery is solved. I can sleep easy tonight. Thank you, young man.
Thank you very much. Glad I could help. Due to its bearing on the conundrum just solved, the court will sequester this scruffy pouch as evidence.
Hurley's pouch isn't scruffy. Ba-da-da-da.
Now, the summation examination. It would appear the defense is somewhat struggling to alter opinion. Please, my lord, a little more time. After all, that's a new piece of evidence. It could be a valuable clue, and you can't afford to overlook anything here, Ryunosuke. There's still a way to turn this around. Somehow. I'm sure of it. Well, we have to. Okay, let's take a look at that little pouchy wouchy. Pouchy doko. Pouch da. It's like shaking like this fur everywhere. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, there's the bullet. Ha, 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 ha. Alright, Miss Maid, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I can't find anything out of place, so I did not press it right. Do I get it from the back? Oh look, there's a hole here at the back. It doesn't look much like a bullet hole, but clearly something ripped through the leather with great force.
Something must have pierced it somehow to have left this hole behind.
Yes, it looks that way. Mr. Sholmes and his pouch both took a beating, didn't they? Oh no, am I supposed to aim at the bullet? It's really scorched badly here.
Oh, the strap is broken, look.
And this must be where the bullet hit then.
Let me see.
Don't smell the garbage can, Utra.
Oh yeah. Mommy baby. Yes, baby.
Wait, hold on. Okay, dog cam. Ouch. Where's my old webcam? There we go. Oh, it's small this time. Okay, let's make it a little bigger.
Dogo kamu.
Just a moment. The controller is blocking the wire.
Dogo kamu.
Who is the little doggy under the desk?
It is Uhtred.
Oh, it's a little dark. The light on that side of the room is off.
Hello, baby Uhtred. How's my 1-year-old baby? I love you. Hee? What's boop? Boop? Yes. It's okay, baby.
Oh, he's saying hello, chat. Nah, actually, he's asking to go out. I'm being attacked. Oh. He wants to go out. Loafy Lord Loaf. Yeah. Where did you go, baby? Come over here. Hi, it's my hand. Oh, it's a bit ugly. Comment. Over the years, because I play the piano and I do a lot of crafts and stuff, the veins come out. Hold on. Okay, just a moment. Let me cater to doggy. Alright. Okay, so I was muted because I was trying to talk to my dog. And then my dad came in the room. Good timing. And then Uhtred went to follow Papa Apricot. Dog attack, yeah. he is long enough or tall enough? No, long enough to reach like the side of my chair, like the armrest part. Yeah, but every time he does that, I am careful because for those who have dogs that have long bodies, or any dog in general, when they do that, if they slip off, fall down, or go backwards, they could have hip dysplasia. So, or they could break a bone. So you have to be careful. I always hold him or try to support his back or under, so that in case he does slip or fall, at least I could catch him. Hi. Yeah, he's cute. He likes, not really likes, he's jealous of chat all the time when there's a stream. And that's prominent in Twitch. There's so many moments that he's just barking. He's like, I'm over here. Pay attention to me. Give me affection. I am the baby. I'm number one. Who are those people? He's cute. He's clingy also. Really clingy. Oh, I forgot to upload the clip of him last time because my internet went poof after stream last week. So I'll try to post it later on Twitter and Facebook page, ne? I'm also going to start his YouTube channel around maybe the last week of this month or first week of next month. I'm just transferring the files, like his videos and pictures from my phone, and I've come to realize I take too many videos and pictures of him. Yeah. I'm just gonna film him again like natural state. I'm not gonna train him to do tricks for the camera or anything like that. You know, just how dogs are supposed to be. I'm not a fan of super staging stuff like with animals. Alright. I mean, I watch them for entertainment. I do watch some creators, but selected, because I don't like how some people handle their dogs or pets. Yeah. Anyway, where are we? What the Iris, look! Oh, and this is what we'll present to the maid. Behind where the broken file was. Vial, I'll just say vial. Do you see it?
Ah! That's the Skoken Brothers bullet!
What a stroke of luck, it hit this pouch.
Yeah, and all for myself.
The super cute photos and videos, I'll contemplate. Do I share it to the world or do I keep it for myself? This is an amazing discovery. What this means is there were 3 bullets fired at Winniebanks that night.
We found exactly what the juror was talking about. The 3rd bullet.
It's time to press that juror again, I think. Okay, you know, I wouldn't know these are chemicals. They look like juice inside the tubes, you know, like emergency drink. Okay, so we go to the main. Oh no, not forward, backward. Presentanin. Oh yeah, I pressed it. Oh darn it. So it's number of bullets. There we go. Alright.
Eto.
So let's just skip it since we know this already. Okay. I can prove it. Take this, Miss Maid. The 3rd bullet. This. Wapak. Kure! Here it is. We discovered it just now. Yes, on the night in question, in Winniebank's pawnbrokery, another bullet was fired. Mata. What is this new trickery, you Nipponese conjurer? Nipponese conjurer, what the hell? Where did you find that bullet? It was lodged inside Mr. Shom's pouch. What? I can't believe you never dared to look at it. I mean, it's quite on your face. Van Freaks, you've been having too much wine, my bro. This pouch was removed from around Mr. Shom's waist before he was taken to the hospital. And since then, it has been touched by no one. Do you mean to say the shot fired by the Skulkin brothers that night? Yes. As your lordship has surmised, it hit this pouch. But that makes no sense whatsoever. We already know the whereabouts of the bullet fired at Mr. Shom's. It's clearly visible in this photographic print. Two guns from the scene have already been submitted into the court record as evidence. Yes, that of Mr. Winniebank and that belonging to the Skulkin brothers. An examination of both guns revealed that only a single bullet had been fired from each.
But that means...
That's right. We now know that on the night in question, 3 bullets were fired. However, only 2 bullets were fired from the guns recovered from the crime scene. And until that incontrovertible inconsistency is somehow explained, we cannot and must not pass judgment. Oh, that's so dramatic of the character. Order! Order! Order!
I'll have 1 piece chicken with rice and a regular sized iced tea with no ice and chicken nuggies. Hello, Trin. Welcome back.
While the submission examination remains incomplete, the court has been presented with new facts. Facts that would appear to shake the very foundations upon which the case against the defendant has been built.
I need a clip of him holding his heart.
That was so dramatic. I'll try to get it later if no one was able to. As is my prerogative in this situation, I hereby temporarily suspend the summation examination. By Jupiter!
What?
Bailiff, bring the witnesses back to the stand at once.
Wow.
Word.
Ma. Hello na si Ringo and what's your name again?
Gregson. Greggy. Gregson.
Eto.
Witnesses.
Oh, what if we oofify them again? Witnesses.
No, I can't do it.
Governor?
Were you listening to proceedings while the defense carried out the submission examination?
We was, Governor. We was.
Perhaps we can dispense with the tedious preamble. Simply answer this one question. A 3rd bullet has been identified at the scene of the crime. What do you make of that?
Make of it, Gov. No, nothing.
Is it one of yours?
Bribe me, Gov. Go bribe me. Not a chance.
In that case, did you have an accomplice?
What? What? Never. The Skulkin brothers work alone.
Hello there, me lord. Now you listen here, you little piece of meme lord. I'm not a peach. I never will be. I will not be. And I dare not to be. And I'm not going to play the music here on YouTube because, oh my god, I don't know. I might get some kind of sanction from it. So you can just see the reference up there. Like what song it was supposed to come. But you know what? YOLO. I'm enraged for being called a peach when I am an apricot. We may look the same, but we're not. We're not. And this I will fight till the death of my other reincarnations. I'll never
let that go. No. No.
I swear to all the entities up there and down there and in the middle of that exists. You can't do this to me. I'm apricot. Ne?
Peach じゃない
I'm not a
Peach! ほら
If I had to play Yakuza, any of the games, I will beat you up, Meme Lord.
お前は死んでらほら
Achoo.
ふわふわ
Okay, so yeah. My pillow is fireproof and waterproof. Take that.
Meet Shiva in hard mode in SMP5.
Shut up.
No.
No. Be gone. Be gone. Be gone. I make a tampo. I make a tampo.
Tampo is like the Filipino word for like sulking or grudging.
I make a tampo. Together with Utre. See?
You can hear him in the background.
I tampo.
Oh, it's okay, Utre.
Yeah. Get my mother Meme Lord, not me. Ha. No. It's okay, baby. Ow.
Okay, now he's trying to climb over the tree. It's okay, baby. Oh.
Really?
Okay, now Rick, actually go back to the 8th circle of hell. They're waiting for you there. They have new recruits for hell to torture with your 24/7 never gonna give you up recall. Yeah, get back. No, go back. Okay, there we go. Okay, demon number 35. I believe you're on the music booth today. You can turn it off. Thanks.
What else? I know I'm missing something.
The flames of hell were provided by Satanas. He's a client of ours in the post office. Okay, not gonna lie, it's not easy to ship dead souls into hell. So whenever the demon lackeys have too much souls to carry, they ask us to help them out. So not gonna lie, Satanas and his people are paying on time. Whenever we have a shipment, sometimes they pay in advance. Can I hand it to you? Hell has its ways. Alright. Okay, let's go back to the room. Okay, we're back. We interrupt Phoenix Wright to bring you He Double Hockey Stick.
What's the equivalent of never gonna give you up in OPM?
That's difficult. I know. Hawak kamay. That would be the equivalent, I think. Hawak kamay, di kita iiwan. Diba, right? I think that would be the closest thing we have. Alright. Now where were we?
It's just the two of us. That's all trademark.
Wait, where's Utre? Oh, hi, baby. You're just there behind me. Good boy. Okay, good boy. How soon we forget poor Sulky. You might agree to it as ex-moto. Only 2 of the bullets from the crime scene originated from the firearms we have in evidence. The 3rd bullet was fired from another gun. Where is it?
He's angry. Lummy, that's a head scratcher.
Wait, do they legit also don't know? Counsel for the defense. Yes. I should like to hear your thoughts regarding these new developments. When you speak about it, there's an analog around those places as well, and I hate it as well. Oh. The third bullet and the mysterious missing firearm from whence it came. Thinking back over all the testimony we've heard and all the evidence we've seen, I think I'm starting to form a picture. A picture of what really happened that night. My lord, I think it's clear what this third bullet tells us about the Skulkin brothers. Secret accomplice, they had another gun, it's got nothing to do with them. Oh, this is hard. Okay, I'm inclined to choose the third option because it doesn't seem like they know about it based on their reaction a while ago. So,
何かな?
how many lives do I have? 2? Ah, if that's the only lives I have, then oh gods.
何かな?
It's either they have a secret accomplice or it really did just have nothing to do with them. That's my holy guess.
Anna, mana, mani, mo. Which is the correct answer to go?
Okay, I legit just did eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And fate has told me that I must click on this one. So let's go with it. Oh, please be correct. Please be correct. Oh, okay. I believe it has nothing to do with them.
Shay, that's right. Yeah, nothing to do with us, Gov.
Okay, now I kind of feel like I regret the choice. Oh wait, no, it's correct. It's going forward. Ha ha! Eeny, meeny, miny, mo saved my butt. We've established that one bullet was fired from each of the 2 guns already known to the court. The logical conclusion, therefore, is that on the night in question at Mr. Windybank's pawnbrokery, there was another person present in possession of a third firearm.
Pam, pam, pam.
Oh, even he is surprised. Whilst the brothers may have had nothing to do with the third gun or the bullet fired from it, it's inconceivable that they had nothing to do with the third man. Yes, the brothers were working with an accomplice who was carrying a gun. Wait, what? I chose the third option, right? That was a deduction. Yeah! It was a Herlock Sholmes style of deduction. An accomplice, you say? Pig's will. Is that their version of bullcrap? Pig's will? Huh. These protracted proceedings have already forced us to endure 2 summation examinations. Yet in all that time, there has been not a murmur of a third man, if this apparently wraith-like being exists.
Oh, is it?
I don't like that animation. It makes me imagine the pain of the shards going through your hand. Nightmare. Especially as an artist. Oh, my hands! The court must be shown hard evidence. Without it, this fantasy will be crushed.
What? You're gonna get your wine too, ex-moto? Oh no. Dapat wine moto na yung pangalan mo dyan.
Drinking streams are not allowed, right? Just double checking. The rules have been changing over the years. How dare you do that to wine? Oh, that too. I feel like he has hundreds of bottles under the desk or the table. The prosecution demands answers on 2 accounts. Firstly, proof evidence that this accomplice was never at the scene of the crime. Was ever at the scene of the crime. And secondly, the identity of this spurious character. The Skulkings are lying, I know that. But How can I ascertain the identity of the person they're hiding? You only drink once every week? Oh, okay. I think that's an okay, what do you call that? Interval of drinking? I have some friends who drink every day. I don't know how they do that. And I kind of wish they don't. I feel worried for their health. Welcome, soul. I'm supposed to prove the existence of this accomplice and reveal the person's identity. Even. In response to the prosecution's demands, my lord, the defense is... Are we ready or not ready? Oh no. Okay, it's not my first attorney game, so far I don't think we have a single piece of evidence to tell us who the hell it is. So So I think the best thing to do right now is to say we don't have, or we don't know who it could be. Because if we do say we know, I don't know, or is there a way? What do we have in the records? Hold on. Well, we don't have the gun for sure. Are we able? Okay, the closest thing I think we can have is this one. Blood samples, right? It's the only thing we have that's gonna relate to that gun. Oh, wait. Could it be that the person who tried or had this is the shooter, right? That could be. Worth a try. I still got one. I still have one room for one mistake. Ready to present answers. Oh Lord, please be correct. The defense is ready, are we? I believe I can provide all the answers the prosecution demands. So, my Nipponese friend, despite the swimming eyes, you seem to think you have something to say. This promises to be interesting.
Kapow!
I have to push forward somehow now. There's no other option. I need to use every single piece of evidence available to me if it will make a difference.
Is it?
Please be right. In that case, counsel, I would ask you to present the evidence without delay. On the night in question and the moments leading to the death of the victim, what proof have you that there was a third intruder present at the scene? Alright. So, this is the only thing I can think of. Please be right. Is it right? Oh, scary. The evidence is right here in this portfolio.
Is it correct?
By Jove! That portfolio again, is it?
Oh, it's right, it's right.
Do you expect the court to riffle through your papers itself? Be more specific. You claim one of those blood samples proves the presence of this third intruder. Well, which one is it? Wait, I have to choose the page? Do I present the disc or or the calendar? Well, we want to say the intruder, right? So maybe a more... Yeah, me too. I think it's the calendar. It would be a more understandable one, I think. calendar.
Calendar girl.
What am I looking at here? There appears to be some green paint or such like around the bullet hole in the middle of the calendar. That's a blood stain, my lord. A blood stain? Bloodborne? Green blood. Curious even for you. Is the court to understand that the intruder was some unhuman creature? It's something developed by Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
Bah, the great detective!
New invention. Stop! Not yet appeared in stories. Stop! So basically, she's like a reporter.
It's this, you see. It doesn't have a name yet, though. This fogger sprays a chemical that reacts with the different elements in people's blood to change its color.
It's an alien.
Maybe reptilian man?
Yeah, I think that's what they say also about wine and peanuts. Once a week is good for your blood. 2 handfuls of peanuts. Yeah, they said it's good for certain diseases. But it's not good if you have arthritis though. Different elements of people's blood?
Yes, everyone's blood is slightly different, you see, because it's made up of different elements. So by seeing what color it changes to, you can tell in a flash whose blood it is.
Oh, that brings a whole extra dimension to looking at blood. Talk of blood in courtroom. Stop. Very exciting. Stop. Wait, I just realized this whole time she's been telegramming the whole thing, right?
Hey, you're leaking information about the case. That's illegal.
An apple every other day to counter aging. Could be. It does have some stuff in it, I think. Makes me think of the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But there's like this meme where this person holding an apple towards like this group of doctors, and all of the doctors have like a scared face. There's a meme like that out there. As an example, this one shows the blood of the victim, Mr. Windybank. Ah, a striking blue. Yes, so you see the green color of this blood stain on the calendar shows that somebody else was shot in the main part of the shot. Now hold fire there, young men. Could be from some unrelated incident, couldn't it? No, it's not unrelated. Eh? The date showing in the calendar is the date on which Mr. Windybank was killed. By golly! Therefore, we can assume that whoever was shot on the same day.
What? Then whose blood is it?
Well, the Skulkin brothers in the stand don't appear to be suffering from any gunshot injuries. Which means it must be the blood of someone else. The third intruder, in fact. Whose identity the court is still waiting to hear. You can't delay this any longer, my learned friend. Who is the alleged third intruder? Okay, I'm going to guess it's Mr. Egbert, okay? Oh, Eggert, whatever. Mr. Egg. Tamago-san, that's what I'm gonna call him. Tamago is egg in Japanese. Because the blood on the calendar is the same one on the disc, right? So if that's the case, the only other person out there who has the only one who has any other interest with the disc, right, is Mr. Egg. Egg-san. Tamago-san. Itlog-san. Itlog is Filipino for egg. Yun na lang, itlog. Okay, let's use itlog. Let's be Filipino for once.
Itlog-sang.
Kurai! The man's name is Edgard Benedict. Edgard Benedict? Who on earth are you talking about, Kenzo? He paid a visit to Winniebank's pawnbrokery on the afternoon before the incident took place. When the accused attempted to deceive the pawnbroker into releasing this article into her possession. That's right. Huh. The man identified by the defense, Mr. Edgar Benedict, then attempted to take the article from the defendant by force. Broker. Yes, sir. I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you too. Yes. The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once. Now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel. And needless to say, any music box discs too. Oh my god! Hold on. Oh my god, I just realized something. I have a conspiracy theory, but maybe it's right. I have a strong feeling. Okay, I've been playing this game really blind, okay? Like, no joke. Could this guy be related to Nashi and Ringo? Did you see the way he moved? It's like the Skulkin brothers. Are you the third brother? Oh my god. Oh my god. Itlog lalaki. If I'm gonna say a male egg, it would come out as lalaking itlog. Lalaki with NG at the end. Lalaking itlog. Hi. Inspector Gregson was there at the time and can attest to what happened. In the end, it was the inspector himself who took the disc. Can you corroborate this account, Inspector? Yes, my lord. That's more or less what happened. Uhtred is sleeping by the legs of my chair. I can't show it because he's on the left side and the cam is on the right. It has a short wire. I don't think it will make it. I want you guys to see how cute he is right now. Yeah, the camera's not gonna reach. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Laki ng itlog. Oh, hold up. That's different. Such a morphology noted. And that's a whole different thing. Laki ng itlog. Oof.
Stop. Ex mo to. Bad. Bonku.
And yes, my lord, that's more or less what happened. And in the interest of being thorough, I asked Winniebank for a print showing the fellow.
Oh. Guys, look at this. This has been moved, right? I remember pointing out this red part of the doll. Before the incident, it was a bit more forward, and then after the whole thingamabobs happened, it was moved forward into here.
Laki ng itlog. That's a big egg. Ex mo to. Bonku. Bonku.
Maybe I should have a stream that's in Filipino one of these days.
Just to cater to my fellow Pipinos.
Most of my viewers are foreigners, so I mostly stream in English and a bit of Japanese, time to time. I don't stream much in Tagalog, in Filipino.
Anyway.
taken from one of his red-handed recorder Gobinses? Yes, that's him talking to Mr. Windybank that morning. And you claim this man is the brother's accomplice? Well, Mr. and Mrs. Skulkin?
Oh. Never seen the geezer before in my life. All my life, Gov, all my life. Never seen him.
Well, somewhat unsurprisingly, it appears our witnesses disagree with the assertion. I'm sure your lordship recalls my learned Nipponese friend's actual assertion, which was that he could prove the identity of the alleged accomplice. Yes, and I can.
Then show us the evidence.
I agree. We must see proof that the clean-cut gentleman in the photograph is the filthy criminal you say he is.
Dun 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 pressure.
An ostrich egg is big.
Yeah, but. Oh, come on, Ex-Moto, you know what you're gonna say. Don't pretend to be innocent. No, you are guilty as charging.
This is the last piece of evidence. I've had a feeling that something had been missing in this trial from the very start. But now, I'm going to drag it, kicking and screaming, into the courtroom. Are you ready to present your answer to the court then, counsel? Yes, my lord. The defense will present the evidence now. Proof that the man pictured in this photographic print was in fact the person struck by the third bullet.
Wait, what?
Proof that the man pictured in this photographic print was in fact the person struck by the third bullet. Do I present the disc? It's a disc, right? Because it's the one with blood. It's the only other thing you can connect with the calendar. Oops, wrong button. So, present me.
Korae.
As I mentioned before, on the afternoon of the day in question, the defense attempted, deceitfully admittedly, to reclaim this disc from Windybanks, which is when the aforementioned Egad Benedict appeared on the scene, I believe. This man then attempted to purloin the article from the defendant's possession, no? That's correct, my lord. I myself was present at the time. It was following this that a minor incident occurred.
But of course, sir, here is the disc for you.
Very well.
See, it's the pose. The way he did that.
Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style.
To style?
Oh my god, are you there, brother?
Wait a minute. That disc is mine.
What do you think you are doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal.
Oh,
That's where the blood came from.
oh, then that's even better.
I forgot where the blood came from.
Ah, he's the bad one, the Bobby.
Being a music box disc, it has countless small but sharp metal protrusions over its surface. Those protrusions caused Mr. Benedict's finger to bleed, and the resulting smear of blood is still visible on the disc now. Goodness! A blood stain, is it? My assistant and I have just analyzed the blood stain here in this very courtroom,
using my trusty fogger gun.
Yes, and we added the results to this portfolio. I say, it's green.
Who's number 5?
The doctor, I think. Anyway,
It's exactly the same color as the blood around the calendar.
the evidence is conclusive. The man calling himself Mr. Edgar Benedict, who was in Winniebanks earlier in the day, is the accomplice who was present at the scene of the crime that same night.
Dun, 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 dun.
So there was someone else.
Look at those two brothers now, no sweating buckets.
Oi! Who are you talking about? It's boiling in here. My lord, it is the opinion of the defense that Mr. Edgar Benedict should be summoned to the courtroom to testify. Oh yeah, that's true, Exmoto. I do think that would be like the downside of it, meh? The time zone. It would certainly seem that we can ill afford to ignore this gentleman's apparent presence.
IGIARI, why? Be on my side, Mr. Van Zates.
This has gone on long enough now. This flagrant ignorance of the mechanics of law. Huh? Herlock Sholmes, you say? Yes, I've heard the name. The protagonist in a series of short stories for the vulgar classes. A god of detection or some such. And now you employ chemical substances devised by this fantastical persona in the highest court in the land. Do you expect us to take you seriously? The samples made by this plaything are not fit to be called evidence. So the bloodstain turned a shade of green. What of it? Here's to you successfully proving that no other blood in the world would turn the same color. Well... There's the leg. Pardon for that ugly laugh, ne? And pray, do you not even think of suggesting that we should take Mr. Sholmes' word for it? Feet for free? Yeah, he does that. Oh my god. Too bad his sprite here doesn't have the pose, man. Precious laughter? No, it's not. It was ugly. Ugly laugh, ne? I knew it would come to this. Of course, Mr. Sholmes' invention isn't going to be recognized by any official body. But what other choice did I have?
I'm just remembering what Father Christmas over there said before. About how he was temporarily suspending the summation examination. In other words, the examination isn't over yet, is it?
Good grief! What did you say, young girl?
And in a summation examination, the decision as to whether or not the trial continues is in the hands of the 6 jurors, isn't it?
Whoa, this little girl is like trolling all of them. Well, actually not trolling, but beating their butts.
So the way I see it, it doesn't matter what certain other people think of Hurley's invention. At least, not for now.
Yes, she's right. Young lady, you have quite a devious mind. Oh, hell yeah, she does.
It really just comes down to one thing. whether these ladies and gentlemen of the jury are convinced by what you say, Runo. Is that about right, would you say? Or did I misunderstand something?
Unbelievable. Mr. Shom's partner is a force to be reckoned with. Get owned by a little girl, old man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Get smoked.
Iris Wilson, sharpshooter.
She's cute. I love her. After that shrewd precise, I don't know how to read that, of the situation from an entirely unexpected source. It must be acknowledged that the previous submission examination has yet to reach its conclusion. This is absurd! Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court now looks to you for your final leanings in this matter.
Ding, ding.
As proud citizens of Her Majesty's Britain, I'm sure you will come to a fair and just conclusion. Did you guys notice that one detail? The exclamation point did not get shown on the Russian guy because the judge was talking about being a citizen of the country. I'm so happy that they have those details. So then, state your final decisions in turn, please. Oh, they're convinced? Oh, except doctor. Oh, damn. Oh, God, it's Russian dude. You broke it for us, I think. Aha! But it looks like the doctor and the telegram girl ain't convinced. 2 call guilty and 4 call not guilty. Such is the outcome of the submission examination. My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage. The prosecution refuses to accept this decision. On what grounds? If these jurors are persuaded by some half-baked concoction devised by a pretender to real police work, then they are too ignorant to be trusted with the judgment of anyone's guilt.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Lord Van Zeeks, but the outcome of the submission examination cannot be ignored. This trial will continue. Oh!
Oh, look at him.
Ugh.
Oh, that was so dramatic.
I need a clip of that one.
Hehehe.
Not balanced.
Thanos is disappointed. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, did you guys know Uhtred's old name or original name from the person we bought him from is Thanos? Yeah, Thanos is actually his original name. We changed it into Uhtred when we finally got him. Nevertheless, we find ourselves in a rather awkward situation. The defense has very reasonably requested the subpoena of a new witness. But sadly, I fear that will be impossible. No wonder he barks so much. Things are not balanced. He senses.
What?
The name the gentleman gave for himself, Edgar Benedict, is quite clearly false.
I don't believe it.
Just when I'd managed to prove the man was there that night. Oh, who's talking? Tries to snap the chat every 5 minutes, cries with pause. Oh my god. I had the mental image of Uhtred trying to snap his paws. Oh my god. And then his face is like the disappointed corgi face. Dang, dude, you've been drinking wine. Why you looking like you got heart problems? Don't know. Maybe it has side effects if it's too much. Could I say something? Who was that, please? Who spoke?
Oh, it's her?
It was me, my lord. Juror number 5? What have you what have you to say, madam? If possible, Inspector. Me, ma'am? I wonder if you might show the photographic print to me again, the one in which the gentleman is shown. Oh, right, yes, this one you mean? Of Mr. Benedict?
He's a vampire, not enough blood to too much wine.
Yeah.
Vampire, vampira.
Yes. There's no doubt in my mind.
Juror number 5, you don't mean to say. You know this man?
Yes, I know him.
Whoa.
Good gracious! Bloody hell! Bloody Mary! Juror number 5, how on earth? I am a communications officer. Stop.
As we can clearly see, he's her lover. Oh my god. Oh my god, if that's the case, I'm going to... Oh my god.
The gentleman in the photograph is... Stop. Bruh.
She's smiling and blushing.
No, it can't be. It can't be. Also, a communications officer. Stop. He works in my office. Stop.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
A very talented operator, in fact. Stop. He should be in the communication station now. Stop. Tapping away on the telegram. Stop.
This doesn't seem right. Somehow. I can't put my finger on why, but it doesn't feel right.
I suppose we all imagined the accomplice would be some sort of hardened criminal. It's a bit unexpected to find out that he has a respectable job by day, whatever he gets up to at night.
Yes, I suppose that's it. I suppose that's why I felt something was wrong.
If the gentleman is at London's communication station, we should be able to subpoena him within the hour. Lord Van Zix, if you please. Yes, my lord. Make the necessary arrangements with all haste. As your lordship bids. The court will recess for 1 hour. When the new witness arrives, we shall reconvene to hear the gentleman's testimony. Inspector Gregson. Yes, my lord? I should like to hear from you specifically about events at the pawnbrokery on the day in question. Come to my chambers during the recess. Yes, sir, my lord.
Why is Santa a judge? Because he's funded by the public. As long as he sends presents to all the children all over the world during Christmas Day, then they'll let him study law for free. So maybe after all this time, he graduated and now he decides to be lawyer. Since he cannot be Santa Claus all year round, he needs to pay bills. He's just going for that bag.
Very well. Court is adjourned until 1:40 p.m.
Hatonk.
Vehicular manslaughter? How? Why?
Oh, to be concluded.
Concluded. To be continued.
Pam 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 pam.
Oh gods. Just let me pick the 20th.
There we go. He hit Grandma? Oh no! It was an accident. I had too much eggnog. I did not see Mrs. Santa Claus under the sled looking for her glasses. Just one more glass of wine for the 2 local VTubers that graduated last week. Who were they? I forgot who were the ones that graduated. Let's continue. It's not even 2 hours yet. April 17, 12:41 p.m. Defendant's antechamber. Ah, Gina, how are you holding up? I'm starting to feel warmly towards her frequent cold shoulders now.
Jenny!
I did not run over Grandma with the reindeer. Nani kore?
Are you alright? Why aren't you saying anything?
What's the point, eh? Why go to all this trouble and fight so hard for the lives of May?
What?
Well, you saw it, that picture. Oh, what picture?
Ah, you mean this? The photographs taken by Hurley's red-handed recorder.
Why is it called graduating when VTubers leave? It's more like it just sounds better than retiring, in my opinion. I think that's why it became more popular to say that. And it's like they just finish being a VTuber and then they would move on to something else, or if they had like a previous identity, then they'll just go back to that usually, or create a new one entirely. At the same time, it's like, I guess in my opinion, it's like being a VTuber or streamer is like you're going through a course in a way. So maybe that's why graduation feels nicer to say, because usually there's like a send-off. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like a sign of saying it's moving on rather than just simply goodbye, I guess. There's always a better future after the graduation. Yeah, that's also another sentiment I think that people try to carry by saying that it's a graduation rather than a retirement. Because if you say retired, it's like, or if you quit, it's like the end, you know. But when you say graduation, I guess there's like this window to move on to something else or to do something else, perhaps. Yeah, I think that best describes it. There's always a better future after the graduation. Hehe. Well, at least those were only the ones I've known and subbed to, but dang, I'll never get used to graduations. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, you're used to seeing the person or the streamer or VTuber. So when that routine is broken, it's like you lost somebody in your daily life, I would say. Because I came as a viewer into the VTubing world. I was a viewer of certain corporate VTubers, and then yeah, certain stuff happened and then I got inspired to try it out. And here I am. Like, if we always hang out every Sunday and I suddenly stop doing it or I missed a day, and if you do come over like regularly, I think you would feel like something's missing, right? Yeah. So getting used to that absence, sometimes it takes a while, right? Okay, where were you?
Well, I didn't think it would have captured a scene like this. That's for sure.
It's a bliss. Anyone who sees that's gonna think I did it, ain't they? Well, I won't pretend it wasn't a bit of a shock when the prosecution first presented it to the court. Surely you've got to have your doubts about me now? You can't still think I'm innocent.
Of course I can.
She's tsundere. I like it. She's the nice. I know the right level of tsundere for me. The cute kind.
Jenny, why don't you talk to us? Tell us what really happened that night.
Eh?
Bruno's cleverly managed to piece together a lot of new information. But still, we'd really like to hear it from you.
Ah, yeah, that's right. This Xmoto, it's like that one online friend or player that you've got used to playing with, and then one day they just don't come back or they're gone for a long time. All right, then. She's gonna speak to us. It was after we had that dinner together at your place, right, Iris? Then we all had a chat up in your office, didn't we? Yes, I remember. After that, I just couldn't get to sleep. So I slipped out and went down the street to the 2-to-1 to Winniebank's place. I had to know if Iris' story was there or not. The Hound of the Baskervilles. I don't know what it's about or nothing. But if you ask me, there's something in it that Sholmes don't like. Something we don't want people reading. Something he don't want people reading. So that's why he lied to Iris about sticking it in Longview, Winniebank for safekeeping. At least that's what I thought at the time. So you broke into Winniebank's? I just had to know if it was there or not. I mean, I had no idea if that was gonna kick off, did I? I struck the lock and snuck inside. It was dark as you like in there. So I gave the old lamp on the counter a bit of wick. And that's when... What do you think you're doing? I nearly died, I did. The next thing I knew. Eh? I grabbed the gun off the counter and was waving it in the air like, I don't know what. Oh, so... Wait a minute, Winniebank, you're so irresponsible to leave it on the counter. Ah, you're the girl who was in here this afternoon. I didn't think pickpockets went in for armed robbery. The manuscript, have you got it here? Did Sholmes leave a load of papers with you? A story? I beg your pardon? The Hound of the something or other. If it's here, I want to see it. I'm sorry, young lady, but I'd sooner die than relinquish an article belonging to one of my customers. I don't want it. What would I do with it anyways? I just want to see if it's here, that's all. Oh, you want to see it, do you? I want to know if Sholmes really pawned it here or not. Please, just let me see and I'll go. Oh, very well. But for pity's sake, stop waving my gun around, would you? So then the old cove unlocked the storeroom door and we both went inside. And it was there alright, the manuscript. Sholmes weren't lying after all.
You did all that just to check up for me? Jenny?
Anyway, then there was a bit of a kick-up out in the main bit of the shop. I beg your pardon, then beg.
Yeah, you should beg. You should beg, MB.
Oh yeah, probably Gina would tell her if she knew that her dad was dead. Yeah.
You shan't? Then you shall not be forgiven, MB.
Yeah, she got used to the harsh environment. Honestly, she could have just Well, then again, I understand her reaction for getting the gun on the counter. She just wanted to protect herself, but I feel like she did not have to break in. That's one thing. But I don't think she's a bad person at all. Definitely no. We only beg when it's the lady behind you. Ask for it.
Hey, One-san. Let me check if she's around.
What was that noise? Someone's breaking in. Oh, that's what happened, huh? Did someone call?
One-san, they said that they'll only beg if it's you.
Is that so? And who would be the naughty little ones who would like to beg? Onegai. Oshieteru yo. Oshieteru yo. Aw, and why would you run? There's no reason to run from me after all. I don't bite unless I'm told to. Or maybe provoked. So won't you beg your pardon, MB? You must beg after all. Same for you, ex-moto. Would you beg for your life? Or would you beg for your heart back, ne? You ran out of beg? Then unlucky you, ne? You'll have to find a way. And if you don't, then that would be most unfortunate, wouldn't it, NB? Kawaisou ne? Greetings to you as well, Ziddy. Have you been well? You kneel down to a queen? And who would that queen be? And besides, one must be careful of which queen one serves. It's a chaotic world out there, after all. Oh, don't worry. I feel quite well, ne? I feel very good. Yeah? Arigato. But I still didn't hear the begging. Naughty little apricots, bringing me here, but not letting me hear you beg. I'm so disappointed, ne? And therefore, I shall ignore you for now. Bye-bye.
So what happened? Huh? Nani? Onegai? 1 second casting leg cramp. Nani? That must be karma. Karma. If you liked One-san, please give her support by hitting a like on this video and subscribe so that she will continue to live. Who knows, maybe with enough budget in the future and time, she might come to life just as well. Now where were we?
Dear me, is there some burglars convention here tonight that I don't know about?
Convention? The only convention I know is cosplay convention.
I think I forgot to shut the door behind me. Sorry. I'd better go and take care of it. Could I possibly have my gun back? Oh, well, I'll come with you and... Now don't be foolish, young girl. You must stay right here. Don't leave this room under any circumstances. Onesan was kind and gentle as always. No traces left. Mental injuries don't count. And with that, he took the gun out of my hands and walked back onto the shop. I am back in the storeroom like he said, straining my ears in the dark to hear what was going on. It sounded like they got into a bit of a scrap. I started to think I should help, see? So I was just about to go out the storeroom myself when... Bing bing!
Bing, 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 bing.
I heard a couple of shots go off, too, I think, almost at the same time. And then there he was, right at my feet, lying face down on the floor. He was right next to the storeroom door, so I slammed it shut and locked it quick as you like. Because you thought whoever had shot Mr. Windybank might come for you. Yeah, so I went to grab the old cove's gun. I figured I'd put up a fight at least. But when I got a better look at him, I knew. I knew Windybank was a goner.
Your fingers were stumbling as you were typing, had a lot of typos at the presence of a queen. Wow, that's so cute. Isn't it, Onesa? He tumble and fumble and bumble 'em.
He did?
Yeah, he did, according to his chato.
Is that so? That is quite cute after all. Hanta ni kai, ex-moto?
Wow, Onesa. 危ないよ.
No problem, MB. Take care with the house hunting. I hope you'd find something good, ne?
Drink water? No, I have coffee. I'll not drink water. I have coffee. Kohihi.
And thank you for the watering and posture check. I wonder if my fingers will crack this time. Aha! It did! I felt funny in my head and all of a sudden kind of dizzy. And after that, I didn't remember nothing.
She remember nothing.
Was there like some gas or something? You never sleep if you did that? I don't really get affected by the caffeine of coffee so far. Maybe if I drank a stronger blend, then maybe. But all the coffee here at home, it's not too strong. I could definitely sleep through it. oh, I want to read that. Kohi? Kohi. That must be when you passed out, Gina. If I hadn't done what I done, the old cove might still be alive. Did you tell the police everything you just told us? Of course I did, but they didn't believe a word of it, did they? All they said was, if I kept telling lies, it'd make things even worse for me.
It'll be alright, Ginny. Don't worry. Just stay strong a little longer. Bruno's about to put the real culprit through the mill.
That cove what was there in the afternoon? That Egot Benedict?
Benedict.
I still remember how he looked at me, like I was nothing. Ooh, side-eye. He was there that night. We don't know his real name yet, but I'm convinced that he's involved somehow. Anyway, thank you for telling us what happened, Gina. I appreciate your honesty. You what?
You can leave it all in Bruno's capable hands now, Ginny. Oh. She's so cute.
Mr. Naraodo. Yes? How come you trust me? I don't get it. I mean, have you forgotten what happened here before? Come on, it was only 2 months ago. Me and Macleod, we told you a whole pack of lies. And you got the bog trotter off with him, even though he was a killer.
Ate Anzu, what are the health benefits of an apricot?
And why do you need to know that information? Huh?
Is there something I must know, Exmoto?
Is there something you're not telling me?
Why would you need that?
Classified information. No, I could never forget that. Oh. I did what I thought was best at the time. But the pain of that error of judgment doesn't get any easier to bear. Still, don't forget that I also made you a promise. I told you that I'd be on your side to the bitter end, no matter what. But what if I'm lying? You could never, you could be working to get another killer off the hook for all you know.
I wish I had a siren right now. The cutie Alvi. Long time no see. Oh, I am visited by a wonderful cutie witch. Cutie Alvi, welcome. I love you. I love you. I hope you love me too. Well, huh? How are you? You've been lurking. 本当にありがとうございました。Thank you. Oh, you love me too. I'm shy now. I'm shy. I have... It is not unrequited love. Oh, arigato. Arigato.
Wait, what? You were going to add an apricot to your shopping list? I sense treachery and betrayal afoot. I sense a traitor that must be hanged, and then fed into the soil for all other apricots to flourish in. We will live on your dead body.
Apricot cooking party.
What's wrong with all of you? How dare you?
Why?
I cannot accept this. Warrior Yoda. I'm gonna call Homer Simpson and have him choke every single one of you with his iconic line. Why, you little... Oh, gods. Okay, where were we?
I don't know where I am.
I was once in your position, Gina. I was the accused in a trial. You were? Oh, I hope he's not gonna say the details of the trial, because that's a trial with Iris's dad as the victim. Before I left Japan, I was accused of murder. And strange as it might sound, the circumstances of the crime were pretty damning. I was sure that no one would believe it was me who'd done it. It wasn't me who'd done it.
Oh, you know.
But there was one person who stood up for me, who believed in me. and was prepared to defend me. My best friend.
Ah, the music! Kazuma! No, they're showing him again. My PTSD.
Ryunosuke, no one believes in you more than I do. Leave this to me. All you need to do is put your faith in me, and I'll do my best.
Ah, Kazuma!
I was so happy I cried. But even then, somewhere inside me, I couldn't help thinking, surely he doesn't really believe in me. Not completely.
Kazuma. Ah, he's looking at us. I can't.
But I was wrong.
Ah, Kazuma, come back. Ah, this is too much. Why am I getting emotional damage?
As soon as my trial began, it was obvious.
Ah, don't do this to me.
That he had an absolute unwavering belief in me. Yeah, they're doing their best to keep the headband flowing in the air, man.
Dead dance time? How dare you, TPG? Oh, aywa.
And in turn, I developed an absolute unwavering belief in him.
My husband, I mean Ryunosuke's husband. I mean his best friend.
Since then, I came to realize, if you want someone to believe in you, you have to believe in the other person first. What are you saying? I promise you, Gina, that no matter what happens, I'll keep believing in you. So you don't need to worry. I won't let you down.
Aww, touching. Even though I'm a diva and a no-good liar?
You're not like Mr. McGilded, I know that. Eh?
That's right! You're our friend, Ginny!
Iris! We know you better than you think. And we've come to the conclusion that you're someone we can trust.
Yes!
And that's really all we need to know.
Exactly.
Mr. Naraono,
Oh, she's crying.
Defendant Gina Lestrade and her legal representative.
Oh god, that was a weird voice.
Court proceedings are about to resume. Please head into the courtroom immediately.
Yes, of course, thank you. Believe in me that believes in you. That's right. Gina, the MFer just rickrolled me, dang it.
Oh my god, you're right! Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Oh my god.
Asli-sama lives within us, even in this game. I'd been both a defendant and a defending lawyer in my time, so I knew only too well just how hard it was to pull all your faith in another. And I also knew just how hard it was to bear the burden of another putting all their faith in you.
Oh my god, it fits.
Oh, cue in the anime version of Riku Asli-sama. This is it at last. The final chapter. The final battle.
It is? Oh, are we finishing this today?
Oh, oh. Wish me luck, Susato-san. And I hope you're watching over me too. Partner.
Ah, kasama-sama. Kasama-sama. Kasama-sama.
April 17, 1:41 p.m. The Old Bailey Courtroom.
That's right, Exmoto.
I hereby call this court to order as we resume the trial of Miss Gina Lestrade. Lord Van Zeeks, have you successfully subpoenaed the witness? The subpoena was delivered to the communication station where the man works immediately, my lord. However, the heavy rain has delayed the arrival of his carriage, it would seem. I see. Then let us turn our attention to Inspector Gregson's precise of the case heard by the court this morning.
I have no idea how to read that. Precis. Precis? Is that precis? Hold on. I don't know how to read.
Précis.
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 Précis, okay. Précis.
It sounds like crazy. Okay. The glaring omission of the third bullet in your report is a serious blunder, Inspector.
Heavy rain. Yeah, that's right.
Yes, I can only apologize, my lord. And although the defense's chemical analysis of the blood at the scene makes for a compelling argument, I cannot permit such untried methods to be used as evidence in my court.
It's a big mistake to cross Hurley and me. A very big mistake.
My lord, the subpoenaed witness has just arrived in the building. Thank you, officer. Show him to the stand without delay.
Why they put Y but put S on the end? I have no idea. I don't know.
Mr. Egbert Benedict. I didn't expect to be crossing paths with him again so soon, and certainly not like this. Chivas Creebus, if he's really the brother of the two, I'm gonna be like, damn, I hope you come from, I hope you're all true brothers, you know? It's a little hard to believe due to their physiological evolution. Thank you for complying with the court's subpoena at such short notice, sir. But of course, my lord. As an upstanding member of London society, it is my pleasure to oblige. He took everything from the other two. Where's the lie? Where is the lie? Now kindly state your name and occupation for the record.
Whoa, wait. Your real name is Ashley Graydon? Bam.
Ashley Graydon, Communications Officer. Is that your real name? Mr. Graydon and I both work at London Central Communication Station.
Play the song at the Anzu.
Wait, which song? Which song? Brother from another... Never mind. Oh no! Wait, which song are we talking about? My brain cells don't work well at night. Well, not at 12 a.m.
Ashley?
Let's go with side B of the cassette tape. Or at least the CD. Together forever and ever to part. Together forever with you. And don't you know I would move heaven and earth to be together forever with you. Yep, side B. Now perhaps somebody would kindly explain what all this is about. You were apprised of the situation by the court officer on your way here, I presume. Yes, I was. Something to do with the murder that took place at the pawnbrokers on Baker Street? And some nonsense about me having been there on the night in question. That is the accusation indeed. This really is beyond a joke, you know. Very well. Without further delay, the court will hear your testimony now, Mr. Graydon. You will respond to the accusation made against you under oath. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Gladly, my lord, gladly. What on earth am I watching him do in court? The accusation. Naturally, I have occasion to make use of pawnbrokering services from time to time. But are you seriously suggesting I colluded with these thugs to break into the place on the night of the murder? Oh my god, Zilly. I have no intention of admitting to such an outrageous accusation. Even if certain parties here present claim that my blood was found at the scene, some Scaramouche detectives' homebrewed tincture can hardly be taken as serious evidence. Ooh, don't mess with Iris, bro. She's savage. So you deny the accusation completely, do you? I must say I am dismayed. For the highest court in the land to be swayed by this self-professed detective's toy. It was the will of the jury, and our great British justice system demands that the jury's will is upheld. Then it would seem we have the misfortune of a most inept assembly of jurors today. Boy golly! How long am I expected to be detained here? If, following the defense's cross-examination, your involvement in this matter has not been established, you will be free to leave immediately. Ho ho ho! Good. Then I shall be away in time for afternoon tea. Some small consolation at least. Let us not hold up Mr. Graydon any longer than necessary. Counsel, proceed with the cross-examination. So we meet again, Mr. Edgar Benedict. Or is it Mr. Graydon? My apologies. You are... Ryunosuke Naruhodo, defense lawyer. We have met. If you say so. Ashley Graydon, enchant. So. Whoa. Fine. I trust we can conclude this quickly. But I'm not holding your flashy hat while we do. What am I? A hat hanger? Lloyd Forger, is that you? Oh, my lives. They're back at 5. 5 badges. Oh ho ho. Okay, let's press every single one of those.
Mata! Mata ne.
Joke. Yes, we even met in the very pawnbrokery where the crime took place on the afternoon of the day in question. Though, of course, you introduced yourself by a different name at the time. Oh. Wait, you seriously don't remember encountering him, Mr. Eddie?
Eh?
The witness is here to testify about events that took place that night. Oh. He is under no obligation to answer such unrelated questions. You can't be serious. Thank you, because I certainly do not feel inclined to answer such an inappropriate question. So he's going to be evasive, is he? In an effort to give anything away. This could be tricky. Have you seen these two men before? This pair? Oh, they're so cute, the brothers. They just both look away together. No, I don't associate with criminals. Said by a man who introduced himself as Edgar Benedict. I'd like to know who I have to thank for this. Who made this outlandish accusation against me? The young lawyer there in the back, in the black. This is a farce. Whose idea was it to permit an outsider to work in a British court anyway? Well, needless to say, where were you at around 1 in the morning on the night in question, sir? This past the hour at which I would normally retire. Certainly. I was not in the company of these rapscallions. You're able to prove that?
IGIARI. Wishing carefully, my lord Nipponese friend, for you appear to be under a gross misapprehension on this point, Uru.
What do you mean?
The witness maintains he was not at the scene of the crime. He has no obligation to prove his absence. If your accusation is that the witness was present at the scene, the obligation lies with you to prove your assertion, Uru. You will fulfill that obligation before putting any more unreasonable questions to the witness, Uru.
This man. A silent victory wiggle. Thanks. You call that a wiggle? That was a whole routine. Blood was found at the scene of the crime. There's no question to that. Mr. Sholmes' chemical analysis has positively identified the substance as such. But I am not the only human to have blood running through my veins, am I? How can you be sure that the blood is mine? It could equally be the blood of one of these two miscreants. Every individual's blood has a slightly different composition, it seems. Mr. Sholmes' chemical is able to differentiate. Spare me the science lesson. Who is this Sholmes character anyway? Oh, I assumed all Londoners would know the name. He's a renowned detective.
So even you are unable to bring yourself to say great detective?
A great detective, you say? Now we're in the realm of fairy tales, are we?
Who was that?
Huh?
Oh, pursuit.
Do you have something to say about that, Mr. Skulkin? A what? Me? No. The Mr. Skulkin next to you. Right, I've had it up to here. With this, how many times have I got to tell you? Yes, I know you're not Big Bruv Sulky. Mr. Nash Skulkin. Eh? Oh, blimey, you what? Oh, I like the background music for this part. Dun, 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 dun. Something you can dance to, actually. Ballroom dancing. Though I don't know how to dance. If I was given the choice to dance for my life or die, I would die either way. I can't dance for my life. I can never be an idol. I can't dance. Oh no. Haha. It's a good excuse. I can't be an idol. I can't dance. Is it not the case that when Mr. Graydon just spoke, a thought went through your mind? Would you care to share that thought with the court?
Eh? The thoughts? I don't have none of him. It must have been him.
You won't? Mr. Nash Skulkin, answer the question, please. It might be fixed? No. My inability to dance cannot be fixed. What went through your mind when Mr. Graydon just spoke?
Nothing, honest. Nothing, honest, Gov. Nothing. I was just thinking. If he waves his arms around like that much more, it'll open up the wound again, that's all.
Wound?
When I took the bullet, of course, it was only 2 days ago. It ain't gonna be healed up yet. So I was, well, you know, I was worried for a bit. Oh, hell's bells.
Did he just expose the whole thing? I like you, Nash. Thanks. Mr. Graydon, did you hear that? Classic dances aren't hard, just follow the rhythm.
But. Oh, will you teach me, Cutie Avi? Would you be my first partner? Please? Please? I would like to be in your care. You'll teach me? Arigato! Yay! I'm gonna be taught by Cutie Abby. Aruru Oni-chan's gonna get jealous. I will be with Cutie Abby. Cutie Abby.
What? Your comrade is worried about you, it seems. On account of your injured arm. You have to hold hands while you dance. Dun dun dun.
I will hold Cutie Abby's hands. We'll even hug.
My lord. Yes, Mr. Graydon. I have no idea what these two wretches are talking about. Certainly I shouldn't be expected to answer anything in relation to their mindless insinuations.
Ruru can sulk in the corner. Yeah, Ruru Oni-chan can be in the corner watching and sulking and crying.
We know that someone other than the victim was hit by a bullet at the scene of the crime 2 nights ago. And from the height of the bullet hole in the wall, that person was likely hit in the upper arm, or thereabouts. Oh, see, I told you it's too high. The calendar was way up high on the wall, so it would make sense. Perhaps you'd allow a court official to examine your arms, sir? The left arm that you're currently clasping with your right hand as if in pain.
Damn, gotcha.
No, I refuse. Huh? You have shown no evidence whatsoever that links me to these common thieves. Accordingly, I am not obliged to permit any such invasion of my privacy.
Damn.
As I've already said, I'm completely uninvolved in all this. I've never had anything to do with the pawnbrokery where this fellow was killed whatsoever. I take offense at the insinuation that I was in any way involved. You claim to have had nothing whatsoever to do with Mr. Winniebank's pawnbrokery. My lord, the defense would like that last statement to be added to Mr. Graydon's formal testimony. Very well, counsel.
Oh, what are we gonna say?
教えてよ、教えてよ. Continue with your testimony, Mr. Graydon. Rights were violated. Yes, basically, that's what he's trying to say. Never had anything to do with it. You forget that I was there, Mr. Graydon, on the very afternoon of the incident. Obviously, I'm not a complete stranger to the pawnbrokers. I'm currently on the lookout for an armchair to furnish my study. No, you were there to redeem an article. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ha! Joke's on you. Mr. Grayson was there.
Tetematai kudasai. Do you have something to add, Inspector? Come again, son. You were there too, in fact, weren't you, Inspector, that afternoon? Well, yes, I do remember meeting yourself in the pawnbrokers that afternoon. You, your young Japanese assistant, and the accused were all present, as I recall. And at that time, this witness, Mr. Graydon, was trying to acquire a particular article. Well, now. I'm afraid I don't remember too clearly.
Huh? What? But you must.
I'm not going to lie and pretend I remember something I don't. What's going on here?
Craigsy showed us a picture before, didn't he? You know, from the cameras that Hurley installed in Winniebank's?
Yes, of course. Indeed, and the gentleman pictured bears a striking resemblance to the witness, I must say. Exactly, which proves that Mr. Graydon was in the shop on the afternoon in question. At no point have I denied that fact. I merely entered the shop to pursue the articles on sale and have a word with the broker. Nothing more. This makes no sense. I understand why Mr. Graydon might be trying to cover his tracks. But why would Gregson be trying to avoid giving testimony about what happened?
Gregsy, are you betraying us?
That's all he's going to say on the matter, is it?
What do you think, Bruno?
I think he has no intention of telling us anything. He's well aware that the less he says, the less chance he has of giving himself away.
The complete opposite of Hurley, then. He seems to think that the more he says, the better.
Well, at least I managed to... Oh no, how do you say that? Precise?
Précis.
Precise! Damn it. Well, at least I managed to precise a little more information from these witnesses' lips. Gosh darn it. All thanks to the Skulkin brothers.
Yes, they were the key to it after all.
So he says he had nothing to do with the Whitney banks. But we know that's not true.
Perhaps now would be a good time to have a proper look through the court record.
Good idea. You never know what tiny scrap of information could become a valuable weapon. Oops. So, court record.
Onikore.
Hold on. I'm confused of what the button am I pressing. There we go. Okay, so we're going to present something to him, right? So, but what exactly are we going to present?
Nani kana? Nani kana, minasan?
What could we present if ever he asks something? Let's go back from the beginning. Let me just go through what he says. If the dialogue is the same as a while ago, I'm going to just fast forward it to save some time. IGIARI. That night. Well, if you're talking about the night, we did have a photo of the desk, right? So, and the desk was the same as the picture where the incident took place, so that's one way. I think I'm missing something here. It's not simply that, is it?
Nani kana?
Well, let's keep pressing it. I need to review what he says. Have you seen these two men before? No one's changing. Oh, that's so cute. Look at them looking at him. Though Nash is looking way too high. But this one for Ringo, it's perfect. Oh, I have to go back. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. So he's still saying that he doesn't associate with criminals. Oh, you say so. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Pum, 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 pum. Yep, this is all the same dialogue. Same dance. Oh my god. They always stare at him that way as admiration. Probably. So, justification. We were able to press this one, or will we not? Let me just double check. About being the famous detective thingy. Right. I once saw the world's most famous swindler thrown into jail. Oh wait, these are new dialogues. Oops, sorry. I just realized. So, don't forget, sir, that Mr. Sherlock Holmes is the most famous detective in the world. And the most famous detective in the world tells me the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth? Well... Oh no, I can't think of how to answer that. I once saw the world's most famous swindler thrown into jail. He allegedly told the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but what turned out to be a pack of lies. Quiet. Now, as you are no doubt aware, the Central Communication Station is the heart of this country's information network. My work there is of paramount importance, and you have kept me from it for too long already. Oh, that animation. Isn't that the same when he has the hat? Okay, it's the last statement. Let's press it. I don't think we pressed it yet. Never had anything to do with it? You forget that I was there, Mr. Graydon, on the very afternoon of the incident. Oh wait, we pressed this. Obviously, I'm not a complete stranger to the pawnbrokers. I'm completely on the lookout. Yeah, we said this before. Yeah, and then he ends up reacting again? Or is this the same thing? Oh yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same dialogue. But it is weird that Gregson here wants to cover this up. I wonder if there's a special reason why. What's going on here? Okay, 何かな? Okay, one of the things I'm thinking is maybe, just maybe, we have to present the disc in this part. Here on this one, because when he said I never had anything to do with the pawnbroking established where the man was killed, but we had to pursue Gregson, so it was about the incident earlier. So maybe we're supposed to present the disc here to say that he did have business there. Oops, wrong button. So, oh well, yellow, we're back to full health, so let's try. These games are tough when you take breaks in between playing and you forget the things that would be handy. Oh hell yeah! Since I play it like once a week and I don't play it again off stream or anything like that, whenever it's a game that doesn't really involve grinding, I would just continue on live. So yeah, I don't really get to remember some details. I do admit sometimes I kind of browse through my own VODs just to get an idea what I was talking about or doing. Sometimes, but you know, you miss some details sometimes. Oh, I think it's correct. Have you ever seen this disc before, Mr. Graydon? Why? Is it supposed to mean something? This disc was until the day of his murder, in pawn in Mr. Winniebank's shop. It was redeemed by the defendant Miss Gina Lestraw that afternoon. However, somebody mysteriously appeared to try to take it from her. And that somebody was you, of course, wasn't it, Mr. Graydon? As I have iterated numerous times now, you are mistaken. That was not me. I've never seen that disc before in my life. It may have escaped your notice, but there is a small smear of blood on the disc. Ah, yes, resulting from an abrasion of the thumb, perhaps? That's right. The surface of the disc is covered in hundreds of tiny metal bumps. In the skirmish to acquire the disc, the thumb of the person who tried to take it suffered minor lacerations. So, while the disc bears the remnants of that skirmish in the form of this smear of blood, the thumb of the person in question must bear the remnants also, in the form of a scratch. Good gracious, indeed it must. Mr. Graydon, you refused to allow a court officer to examine your arm before. Are you now going to refuse to allow us to examine your thumb? Because I have no doubt that that it bears a small scratch, consistent with the smear of blood on this disc. Well, well. It would seem I underestimated you. What is the meaning of this? So you admit it now? You admit you have a scratch on your thumb from when you attempted to take the disc from the defendant? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Graydon. Graydon? I keep saying Grayson. It would appear there has been something of a misunderstanding here. I did not attempt to take the disc as you put it. Not quite the reverse. What are you trying to say? It's really quite simple, you see. Okay, hold on, guys. I need to check something because I smell perfume. But I'm not wearing perfume. Just a moment. Just a moment. It's weird. Hold on. Oh, this is weird. Is there a person hiding in the room? Is that why it smells like perfume? I doubt it, no. Don't worry, guys. I don't think there's another person. Just one moment. Uhtred is in a really nice position in sleeping. I just want to capture it. I still don't know where the perfume is coming from. Oh, I found it. Alright, guys, I know where it came from. So, basically, my one of the perfumes I use, the cap was open. Alright. So, the cap was open. And since I'm using the AC, it spread around the room. I understand now. But then, that was creepy. Well, not really creepy, just weird. I'm sensitive to odors that happen out of nowhere because in the old house I used to live in, like the original house where my family used to live, it's haunted. But not in a negative way. The ghost there was my grandpa. So you would hear a random ping pong ball falling onto the floor. Our floor there was wooden. So it would really make that bounce, bounce, bounce sound. Like tick, 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 tick. Like how a ping pong ball would really bounce on the floor. But here's the thing. We don't own a ping pong set. We don't have any ping pong balls or even the paddles at home. But my grandpa was a person who liked playing ping pong, and he was good at it when he was still alive. I didn't really meet him because he kind of died when I was like less than 10 years old, for what I remember. So everyone just agrees that it's grandpa. Yeah, and if you look for the sound, you will not find a ping pong ball. Yeah, you will not find it at all. Like, even if you're really close to the sound and you feel like you found where the ball's bouncing from, you don't see it. Not at all. Then we have a holiday in the Philippines called All Souls Day. I think other countries have something like that too. So basically, when you honor the dead, so every time it's All Souls Day, our whole wooden staircase in that house would smell like sampagita. I don't know what that is in other languages. Let me try to see. Arabian jasmine is what it says here in Google. So it's called Arabian jasmine, I guess abroad, but in the Philippines we call it sampagita. So it would smell really strong, like sampagita, the whole staircase. And we don't even have that flower at home. Yeah. And what else? The old house was 2 floors, not a very big house. Well, it's not even big either. It's like kind of small or medium, I guess. There are times that if you go to the first floor where the living room and kitchen is at, in the middle of like the night past 1 a.m., you know how in the dark you can still see shapes and stuff? Sometimes I would see a figure of a man that is glowing, not a shadow, it's glowing, some whitish or bluish light around it or making that figure, and it's sitting on one of the chairs that faces the TV. Yeah, but when you blink it will disappear. It's really interesting. What else? The alleyway, because our old house is within a smaller within a housing where there's like a street sections. So our house is in the inner side or something like that. You will hear at night the sound of chains moving outside at the alleyway. Like the sound if someone had chains on their feet and they're walking, that exact sound. No kidding. And the history of that is there used to be like a old jailhouse that was built somewhere near that portion of the subdivision or village. Well, it doesn't exist anymore for so long. So they believe it might be the spirits of those who have died in that or from that jail house several years ago. Like they wander around in the middle of the night. Because I hear them very clearly. And you can even hear footsteps with it because the alleyways are, they're not cement, they're like stone slabs. So when you walk, it really makes a tapping sound. So you can hear it. And then every time, because my bed is beside the window, every time you would try to peep through the window, even if you slightly move the curtain or blinds if you have any, the sound completely stops. Yeah, completely stops. Then if you put back the curtain or blinds and then you don't look at the window, after a while the sound starts again. If you try to look, it's gone. It stops. Yeah. So it's interesting. I'll never forget that. Oh, hold on. Uhtred is here to bless us with his presence. Where's my old webcam? He's lying down. It's so difficult to man this camera. It's mirrored, so cutie baby. Oh yes, baby. It's okay. I'm still streaming. I think we'll finish the case tonight. Yeah. Yeah, baby. It's okay. Oh no, it's okay. If you want to sleep ahead, it's okay. Oh, that's my jacket on my chair. His bed used to be by an near on the side of the cabinets, but I moved it near my bed. Oh, where'd you go? It's okay, Uhtred. Oh, what is it? Oh, he's climbing again. Oh! Okay, hold on, guys. I think he needs to go to the toilet. You need a toilet? For real? Okay, he's speaking to me. Hi! Alright, so I'll be right back. I think this is a good break also for my voice. Let me just take out Uhtred. Yeah, I'll be right back, Nick. So that he doesn't pee in the room again. Hi.
ちょっと待って。
Boo!
I'm back. Did you get spoofy poopy? I'm back.
Yeah, Uhtred did pee. And then it's raining quite hard outside. But thankfully the internet's okay. Alright.
I'm sorry if I scared you. I know I'm scary. Yeah. Hi, I am Baku.
Okay, now this guy is giving us the vibe of take my hand and hold it tight. Okay, let's see what happens. I feel like we'll finish this case today. We're so close to the end. I can feel it. I can taste it. I can hear it. I think. It's really quite simple, you see. The disc was mine from the outset. Is there some crime in taking an item that you own out of pawn? What? It would seem, Mr. Graydon, that in this piece of evidence, my learned friend has established a link between yourself and the incident. Oh, there were hiccups, but barely visible.
Oh, thank goodness.
Accordingly, you will tell the court everything you know about this disc now. As you wish. Though I'm quite sure it has nothing whatsoever to do with the pawnbroker's murder.
I'm not scary. That's a lie. I should be scary-wary. I'm scary. How dare you? How dare you?
Okay, the disc. Ooh, testimony. There's a note on the disc saying for Macleod, but the item belongs to me. The redemption ticket was stolen from me by the accused, that filthy gutterling, on the day in question. I proceeded at once to the shop in order to explain my situation and redeem my article. In the end, of course, the disc was taken by the police. In other words, I had absolutely no reason to break into the shop later that same night.
Why are you blushing? Roar. Cow. Cow.
Did I hear you correctly, sir? Macleod, you say? The famous London philanthropist?
That burned in the flames of Titanus.
Anyway, who perished in this very courtroom 2 months ago after being acquitted of a distinctly messy murder? Yes, my lord, the one and the same. Good lord, Mr. Graydon! Are you saying that Mr. Macleod and yourself were acquainted?
Are you acquainting?
Yes, that's correct. Order! Well, I certainly didn't expect to hear the name uttered here in my courtroom again. According to what Gina told us, this disc was placed in pawn on that fateful night 2 months ago. Macleod himself gave instructions to deposit it at Windybanks.
It's funny that Mr. Graydon here is claiming the disc belongs to him then, isn't it?
In all likelihood, he's lying. So he appeared that afternoon at Windybanks in order to get his hands on Macleod's disc for some reason. Counsel, you will commence your cross-examination phase.
Oh, it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! So, standby phase. Oh. Alright, standby phase.
So let's press... Oh, no, wrong button. Let's press on a restatement.
Mata.
Would you care to explain how this belongs to you? This guy's too stylish, man. His invisible hat. As you will observe, a communications officer such as myself commands a fine salary. You are certainly exquisitely dressed, sir. So, you see, I have little need to make use of the services provided by the pawnbrokery trade. However, I did once find myself in difficulties having misplaced my purse, whilst on an errand. Which is why I pawned my fine black overcoat to the broker in question. You claim that was your overcoat? Oh, thank you for the water. Consume some coffee. Obviously, in my haste, I clean forgot that the music box disc was in its pocket. And yet there is a note on it that reads for Macleod. I am a collector of rare and unusual music box music. I first met Mr. Macleod at a gentleman's club in the city and was interested to discover that he shared my penchant in that area. So, the disc in question. It's a pre-production sample. I promised to let Mr. Macleod hear it. But then you forgot that it was in the pocket of the overcoat you were forced to pawn. Yes, exactly.
Gina didn't mention any of that in her testimony 2 months ago, did she?
No, because Macleod had threatened her to keep her mouth shut. Which means that if we dig too deeply here, it's going to expose Gina's perjury.
Oh dear, that is complicated, isn't it?
Let's leave it alone for the time being. Oh, that's complicated indeed. Okay, redemption ticket. So you're saying that Miss Lestrade lifted the ticket from your pocket or bag? Oh, Uhtred, welcome back. Wait, let me close the door. Hi, baby Uhtred. He knows how to go up and down the stairs on his own, in a safe way, thankfully. And yeah, sometimes he just goes around the house. It's true though, he kinda just ate, so I'll feed him again a little later. That's right. Despite being mindful of danger when walking in the insalubrious areas her kind frequent. Yeah, he's patrolling his domain, definitely. Mrs. Straw did no such thing. Well, of course you would take that stance, but the girl is a regular offender. Oh, he farted.
Little doggy farted.
Anyway, you came to the pawnbrokery that day prepared with all the information you needed to identify the defendant. You were looking for her. That's what brought you to Windybanks. To get your hands on Mr. Macleod's disc. My learned friend is a veritable font of nonsense.
Nonsense.
I concur with the prosecution. Counsel, you will refrain from conjecturing in this way, is that clear? Yes, my lord. Then I will continue my testimony for what possible use it can be. Okay, so let's press this one. Had you ever been to Windybanks before? Oops, sorry. Only once for the purpose of pawning something, but like many, I enjoyed browsing in such establishments. So, when you noticed that the pickpocket had taken your ticket, you chased after her, is that correct? Yes, that's right. I didn't notice at first, of course. Such is the art of the pick purse. But when I did, I headed to the pawnbrokery at once in order to reclaim my coat before the thief could. I was merely trying to recover what was rightfully mine in the first place. He can say what he likes because he knows we have no evidence to contradict him on this. Okay, then let's press this one.
Mata!
Yes, it was taken by Inspector Gregson here, wasn't it? That's right, this was the very man. Apparently the police are collecting anything that has a connection to Mr. McGilded as evidence. Oh, but
Is something wrong, Inspector?
well, what do you mean? The last remark Mr. Graydon made in his testimony seemed to trouble you in some way. No, it didn't. It's nothing. Leave it alone. Let me ask you this, Inspector. Why is Scotland Yard gathering Mr. McGilded's possessions? I can't tell you something like that, Sunshine. What is it, Inspector? Investigative secrets? Yes, exactly. You should know all about it. Magnus McGilded, who died so unexpectedly after his trial 2 months ago. A man renowned throughout the capital for his great contributions to public life. Yet he had a dark side too. Where are you going with this, Van Zakes? I suppose the police are dealing with the aftermath of his nefarious activities, are they? That's enough. Coppers like me have duties to carry out that we're not at liberty to talk about. That's all you need to know. Duties confirmed by Lord Strongheart, I presume. The Lord Chief Justice appears to have great faith in you, Inspector.
Oh, he put his fish and chips in his pockets again. Oh my god, and he's gonna eat it later. Oh god.
The bottom line is, if you want to get more out of me, you're gonna need Lord Strongheart's paw prints first.
Are you calling Lord Strongheart a dog?
What's all this about? It's like there's something going on between Gregson and Lord Van Zakes here. Nani? Well, it would appear that the inspector has revealed all he is at liberty to reveal. Ho ho ho! Mr. Graydon, let us return to your testimony. Gladly, my lord. Okay, so we're on the last one. Let's press it too.
Mata!
But perhaps you'd seen something of value among the forfeited items. No, not at all. Oh. A valuer was brought in by the police to assess everything in the shop. Without exception, every article in the shelves was common or garden bric-a-brac. In that case, it's clear that you broke into the shop later that day in order to recover Mr. McGilded's disc. Have you not been listening, man? Even if I had wanted to recover the disc, you may recall that it had been seized by the police that afternoon. It was no more in the shop that night than I. As I keep saying, I simply had no reason to break in. So, there was nothing of McGilded's left in the shop that night. Nothing this man might have been after. I wonder if that's really true.
Bruno, if you have some evidence, then let him have it. I'm dying to see the irritatingly assured expression of his crumble.
Wait, we do? Well, what are we going to go after though? Mr. McGilded slipped the disc into his coat pocket and had it deposited at Winniebank's. Then when he realized he was going to be arrested for suspicion of the omnibus murder, he threatened Gina and forced her to take the redemption ticket. But for what? But for what? Anyway.
There's no doubt about it. That witness is lying through his pearly white teeth.
The police were obviously after anything left behind by McGilded as well. That's why Inspector Gregson ended up taking the disc into custody that day.
But Grexy's been very strange all about this.
There must be a reason for that. I'm sure I just don't know what it is. For now, I need to focus on exposing the fact that Mr. Graydon is lying in his testimony.
But how? I'm so confused.
So,
Nani kana?
well, if the disc was taken by the police, so it doesn't necessarily.
Nani kana?
It's okay, Trend. Maybe we'll learn more info. We present the disc here. Maybe they'll talk about it more. Please talk about it more. Oops. Eto. Present. What color was the ticket blood sample again? The ticket blood sample? I think it was purple. Let's see. Yeah, purple. It was the thrice fired Mason. Oops, sorry. So one gentleman's overcoat. Yeah, so it's purple. But it's confirmed to be Mr. Mason's. That reveals a damning inconsistency. Oof. Is it correct? Ah, it's wrong. It's wrong. What are you, a stupid sandwich? It's wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. You invited, sir. Lame, I lost my life. Okay. But it was taken by the police, right?
Nani kana?
And I feel like that's the only statement that's kind of useful. Everything else is either we don't have evidence really to refute it or anything related to it. The most we have is really this one. The disc. Let's pursue it again. Maybe we'll find an opening. Yes, it was taken by Inspector Gregson here, wasn't it? That's right. This was the very man. Apparently, the police are collecting anything that has a connection to Mr. McGilded as evidence. Alright. Pursuit. Is something wrong, Inspector? So far he's saying the same thing. Okay. So why are they collecting stuff of Mr. McGilded? Then we have Van Six telling us it's about a secret. from Lord Stormheart. Money, mama. Your vanilla star has opened first. Nani kana? No reason to break into the shop later that same night. I don't know. Maybe not. There has to be something that we could. Nani kana? Absolutely had no reason that same night. What could be percent? Wait, what are the things we have? Hold on. We had 2 tickets, right? So, sometimes Yonosuke's choto sounds for me like someone stepped on his feet. Really? Okay. One small box. This one is the one for the gentleman overcoat, and it's only known for £1. Nani kana? Then we have the manuscript. Oops. Sorry. Could it be? What's the date and time? 13th of April, 9 p.m. Mr. McGilda's is April 15th, 10:30 p.m. Well, in other words, I have no reason to shop at her. Well, if he has the disc with the coat, right? Then maybe he would have needed the box to play the disc, right? Like the music box itself. Maybe this? I don't know. Wait, it's right? Accused of being interested in box? Yeah, I mean, because if he was interested to get the disc, right? Then that means he should have the box also. But if you looked at the date a while ago of the ticket, we saw that the date of the disc was later on compared to the music box. So let me look at that one more time. So if you have the disc, you would want the box, right? So if he was interested in the box because he was going to use the disc, this one's on April 13, 9 p.m. But if you look at the one for the coat, which has the disc, we can see that it's April 15, 10:30 p.m. So, assuming he got the box too, plus the fact that it's probably related because of the picture, because Winnie Bank, the pawnbroker guy, said that he usually has matching pictures, right? So perhaps could be. Let's see. I just kind of guessed it. You knew that and you went there with the intention of obtaining it for yourself. He's referring to the disc. Conjecture again, and in any case, the disc was taken into custody by the police that afternoon. The witness had no reason to visit the pawnbroker again that night. Sorry, my learned friend, but that's not true. What? Mr. Macleod had another article in pawn at Windybanks. As this second pawnbroker's ticket proves. Ugh. Whoa, he's having a stomachache now. There were 2 articles belonging to Macleod in Windybank's pawnbrokery, and the reason you broke into the shop that night was to recover the second one. Oh, wait, he doesn't have the box? Then where is it? Together with your 2 accomplices, the Skulkin brothers. Oh. This is the second ticket, is it? What had the man deposited? The article description reads, 1 small box. A rather vague description, it seems to me. Are you suggesting that I broke into the pawnbrokery with these clowns in order to steal some trinket box? I believe that there are adequate grounds to suspect that you did. This is absurd! Why on earth would I do such a thing? Once the article had been forfeited, I could simply walk into the shop and purchase it. There would be absolutely no need for me to resort to theft. That's a good point. Indeed, the witness make a solid argument.
So that means that for some reason, this Graydon fellow needed a small box that very night, does it?
It's time to put an end to this nonsense, my lord. Could you be a little less cryptic, Lord Van Zeeks? I do hate to ruin my learned friend's argument, but the truth is quite incontrovertible. On the night in question, no small box was taken from Windybank's pawnbrokery. And rest assured the prosecution can prove it. What? Good gracious! Inspector, show the photographic prints to the court if you please. Yes, sir. What prints? These prints were taken from one of the detective's security cameras.
Ah, Harley's red-handed recorders again.
As previously explained using this plan of the shop layout. The victim's establishment was furnished with automatic cameras in 2 locations. One was set to capture the corner where Mr. Windybank received his customers, and the other was set to capture the shelves on which articles were placed for sale once forfeited. According to the information on this ticket, Macleod's small box had been forfeited already, 2 days before the incident at 9 PM on 13 April to be precise, which means it would have been on the shelves of forfeited items in the shop front. Now, what I have here is a print taken by one of the cameras about 2 hours before the incident. That's all 11 PM on April 15. There was a wine barrel at... Oh my god, that would be so... It would become a WrestleMania kind of thing. Wait, where's the box now? Is it that? The victim certainly had a very full shop, it would appear. And then here we have another print. This one was taken about 2 hours after the incident. Okay. I see. So we have 2 pictures to compare. It is, and it disappeared. This one? Though I must say that placing them side by side leaves me cold. That means we'll have to put it on the stereoscope, right? I hope so. I don't want to go cross-eyed, honestly. But I don't see any difference as is though, like right now. This box is still there. All the other articles seems to be the same too. It's weird. The bottom right? What's at the bottom right? Nothing here. The box is moved? Is it? Well, I don't want to cross my eyes because it makes me a little dizzy. Dear me, that's starting to make my head ache. Obviously, at Scotland Yard, we considered theft as one possible motive in this case. We explored the possibility that something had been taken in addition to the victim's life. Front of the picture frame.
Hello, meme lord. Welcome back. I can't read the last word you type. It's censored. Gomene.
So your men have already compared these 2 prints thoroughly, Inspector. Okay, I'm gonna stop voice acting at this point because I feel like it's putting too much of a strain on my voice. So I'll be reading them normally. Yes, sir. Oh, I see it. This one. Hi. Yeah, you're right. It is moved. Oh, I get it. We counted every single item in each of these 2 photographic prints. And the yard's conclusion is that exactly the same number are present in both.
Huh.
In other words, nothing was taken from the pawnbroker on the night in question. And my learned friend's assertion is nothing more than a hopeful fantasy. Ah! I don't believe it. I could have just shown that that he'd stolen Macleod's pawn box. Damn, this man. This man is just weird. I might have been able to break him down at last. You know what, Runo? I've been thinking. I wonder if these 2 photographs really are exactly the same. What? So, counsel, in the light of the evidence put forward by the prosecution, what is your conclusion? It seems that in fact on the night in question, nothing was stolen from the victim's establishments. Do you accept the prosecution's assertion? I don't know. Could there be some hidden discrepancy in these 2 photographic prints somewhere? Yeah, there is. I wasn't sure at first, but there's a clear discrepancy between these 2 prints. What? You must identify the location in question for the court, counsel.
Alright, you say so.
Indicate the precise location of the discrepancy of what you speak. Goodness. And then present. Oh god. Kurae! Granted, these two prints are almost identical. However, there is one minor discrepancy between them. What? When you view the two pictures stereoscopically, a single area stands out as being different. The location of this small box. Oh, it looks like an armband also. Pretty cool. The design. Let me see. Wait. Unbelievable. There's something about him using the thingy that makes me laugh or smile. I don't know what it is. Is it the way he looks? Poor judge. What this tells us is very simple. Mr. Macleod's small box was indeed not stolen from Windy Banks on the night in question. However, there could be no doubt that somebody picked up this particular box and then returned it to its place. Comment, I choked on my own air. I choked on air. Place on the shelves. Are you suggesting the small box originally deposited by Mr. Macleod is in fact? Yes, the very small box I just identified in those photographic prints. Mindless guesswork. What if it was? So a box was moved on the shelf. Nothing was stolen, which means quite simply that nothing has changed. That may be true, but alright. Macleod's box wasn't stolen then. But doesn't the fact that it was moved like that change things? Ooh, tricky question. Alright. Okay. I guess for this one, well, maybe there was, because maybe somebody picked it up, played the music, and then put it back. So you know what? Let's just put it changes everything. It changes everything. Is that a smile on Graydon's lips? Wait a minute, what am I saying? Of course it changes things. Or so I thought at first, but actually I'd say it changes everything. Well... It's changed your mind, certainly, and that capricious behavior... Oh gosh, I got it wrong. But Counsel, nothing was stolen, and all that happened was that this box was moved slightly. How can that possibly alter the state of affairs here in this courtroom now? The crucial point is the fact that that what was moved was a small box. In other words, we have to consider that what might have been inside that box. What are you suggesting? I'm suggesting that we need to examine that box as soon as possible. A vital piece of evidence is sitting on the shelves at Winnie Banks as we speak. That won't be necessary. Some little box belonging to a man who died 2 months ago can't possibly be relevant to this trial. The court does not uphold your objection, Lord Van Zeeks. Bailiff, arrange for an officer to go to Baker Street at once. Obtain the small box in question and bring it back here for further examination. Alright. The intense staring contest. We should have a report within half an hour. Alright. Okay, hold on. How long have we been here now? Okay. So I thought we were going to finish the case today, but I'm getting sleepy. I don't know if somebody has noticed. I'm already slurring my words. I'm sleepy. Ringo on his box. Oh my god. The apple in the box. 3 hours. Yeah, okay. So I guess we can end here, Mina-san. I'm so sorry. I thought we were going to finish it. I didn't think it was going to go that long. This case is pretty long, not gonna lie, in GL. So I think for sure already, because this is going to the climax of the trial, for sure next Sunday, we're going to finish this game. I am very confident. We're gonna finish it. I feel like this is near the end. Alright. Like really near the end. I feel like it. It's a gut feeling. So for now, we'll end the stream at this part, ne? Alright. So I think it's also a good time to cut it because, you know, we're entering like a new scene. Hi. So thank you very much for passing by or staying in my stream today. It was really fun. I'm always so happy to hang out with everybody, ne?
And I hope you've been enjoying the game as well, and my company. Because I'm such a baka, I'm probably just a nuisance for everyone. I'm so sorry.
But thank you, really.
I appreciate everybody, na?
Alright. So if you enjoy your time here and you would like to give me some support, feel free to like this video and hit the subscribing button. Oh yeah! So, I'll see you back here in YouTube next week, Sunday, same time, 10 p.m. GMT plus 8. Alright. I will try my best to have a Twitch stream as well. My Twitch streams this week were cancelled because of the heavy rain messing up the internet. So hopefully within next week, I'll be able to pop on Twitch. Hi. Jingle that bell. Oh yeah! And please also press the notification bell so that you would know if I'm really live. And yeah, I do have a habit of going online or live out of nowhere when I suddenly have free time. Alright. Feel free to follow me as well in Twitch. I highly recommend, by the way, following my Twitter and Facebook page because I've realized I can't make a community post through mobile, like the app. So I don't really get to update here in the community post in case of cancelled streams. So like what happened with my Twitch stream, when I rescheduled it and then I had to cancel it again due to internet, I think I didn't get to post here in YouTube, so I apologize for that. Hi. Alright. And if you don't have accounts in those social media or you don't want to follow it, that's okay. All the posts are public. Feel free to just look at them by going to the profile itself. But it would definitely help me if you follow and like the pages, ne?
But only if you want to.
Alright, and spread the word of the apricot.
Ma.
Alright. So let's do our outro. Otsu Anzu. If you know the outro, say it with me. If you don't, listen well so we can say it together next time.
Oh yeah.
And as always,
Kadonk.
I'll see you in the next package delivery.
Bye bye. I can now rest with my beautiful dakimakura of Oneshan. Oh yeah. So soft, comfortable. I'm not sharing.
Though it's available in Ko-Fi for free. Alright.
So good nighty night. I'll try to sleep as well. Because Uhtred's already asleep. Bye bye. Thanks guys. Love you. Bye bye.